Okay, I'll help you. I've muted the mic. I've muted the mic. Okay, we're online.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be from consecrated nation, oh fatherland, peace be our solemn place. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldened thee free shall always be our flag of liberty.
I thought of Biafra freedom taking longer, and cause of that you tend to feel so low. I know our freedom is your greatest hunger. I thought of Biafra keeps your heart aglow. We will walk the line, this hair that we've known with time, gotta take it away. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your fire is just a step away. Just hold on. Oh, hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your fire is just a step away. Our history has never known no laughter. It's always been this red and black, no green. A nation of this blessed yet hungry people. We shine a brighter light, the world will see. We will touch the skies and set up a throne on high and reign with our God. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your flight's just a step away. Just hold on. Oh, hold on.
Anybody not following anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, Dosium, from DOS, you will be removed. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are. This time around, we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Uzurumike is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi Chike, Dosium. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then I'll refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything, if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call, or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has brought you over and you'll be dealt with. Edo State, be warned. No dabbling in volunteer affairs or ESN affairs in Edo State. ESN is in Edo State for your information. And very soon work will commence there immensely. Work will commence. Edo State comes under Ikechubu as Befaland coordinator. We run a discipline movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. In IPOB, that's the only thing we have. That we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline. If you know you cannot work for IPOB, you get out and join the Sabo. One day your judgment will come. We'll find out those hiding in Cotonou, those are hiding somewhere near Apite, near Swamp in River State will find all of you. In Igbo, not Igbo. I say River State because it's upland and coastal region. We'll find all of you. In Banke, they still have a police checkpoint. Okay. Don't worry. You'll hear the news very, very soon. You will hear it. I said no police checkpoints in Biafra land. I said no police checkpoint. I said there was in a Banke. Go and tell them. I said no. If your brother, your uncle, your sister, your cousin is there, tell the idiot to get away and dismantle that checkpoint, or else they will die. No state coordinator is allowed. No state coordinator is allowed to contact the state commander no matter what. And as a commander, if you're removed, you step aside, how others will do the job. We don't want a type of Biafra that will be like the zoo. If you lose election, you rig it and you remain in power. When the age of retirement is 65, at the age of 85, you're still in power, that rubbish will not obtain. We are not like any other stupid set of black people from Africa. We are Biafrans. You must understand that and follow orders accordingly. My instructions to this global family is this. We have the DOS, we have the finance department, we have the legal department, we have the medical. Anybody who is appointed into office, if you fail to obey your superior officer, you'll be dismissed live on air. I will dismiss you myself. And as I said, as I'm dismissing you, men are on the ground to apprehend you. You must obey your superiors. It is based on discipline, please. All this breaking, going forwards and backwards, I want to obey. That means you are not prepared to be in IPOB. If you don't know what obedience is, you shouldn't be here. After all, we are all under oath. It doesn't matter if you were with me from the beginning or not. You must obey your superiors, please. Very, very important. To ESN, I don't understand the reason why you're holding it. I don't know what for. Please, that was why we left those criminals with money in Georgia and they stole it. Trying to be clever by half, or should I say too clever by half, like the Fulani will always do. The two criminals living in Atlanta, Georgia, hoarded our money. No Kenko and the Zurumba. 2 criminals, 2 rogues from there stole our money. I have all the records, and they must understand that. And I have maintained that any accounts that we have that Nene cannot see, I do not trust that very account. As long as he doesn't see it, I will not trust it. And very, very soon, I will shut down every account that Nene cannot see.
Good afternoon, the great people of Biafra. Good afternoon, the great people of Africa. And I welcome you to this broadcast. While you are joining, invite others to join. Some of our delegates are already here. The Lion King, you are welcome. I greet you. And it's a great pleasure to have you in this platform. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Judge Money. God bless you.
Thank you. The Mask Man, I don't know if you are the one who is the anonymous around amongst us. Please, if you are the anonymous, make your introduction before we proceed, because we are still waiting for others.
Thank you, Judge Money. Yes, the man, I was here last time as the masked man, the man that went to Abuja to meet with our leader. I'm here again to continue from where I stopped.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I cannot see our sister. Is it Ada Biafra? I cannot see her. I think she disconnected because of network. She got disconnected because of network. So we are still also waiting for her to come. So great Biafrans all over the world, I present to you the Biafran Eagle leadership. The Biafran Eagle leadership. These are one of those who made history on the burial ceremony of our great leaders' parents, the parents of Biafrans. Just like I told you that we are going to be meeting today, here we have them in front of our screen. I hope you are coming with your most difficult question that we are going to throw at this, people today, that they may answer us, because I know that a lot of our people are confused. That is the reason why I said prepare your question and you come with it. We are going to give you also platform to join us in the live program. We are going to make the WhatsApp line available that you may call in. And we are going to let you know when you are supposed to call in. But while we are waiting for others to join, my apologies, because we're supposed to start this program 3:30 Biafra time. But because of some technical issues, the program was delayed. But it is better to be late than to be sorry. I welcome you once again, the great Biafran Eagle leadership.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, I don't know, I believe that we have people who can kickstart this program from the Biafra leadership. I believe we have the people that can kickstart this program, because we have some of the things that we need to hear from you guys. Mask Man, Mr. Anonymous, please mute your mic. When I call on you, then I will be able to hear you. Okay, thank you very much. So we are going to start. I am actually going to present some videos of the history that was made on the day of the burial of our leaders' parents. I call them the Biafran parents. Let me see if I still have the one of those videos during the time of the burial ceremony. I think I have it here. Am I allowed to play it? Am I allowed to play it? Mr. Anonymous
Go
and the
ahead.
Lion King himself, am I allowed to show Biafrans what you people did? Just a sample of what you people did on the day of the burial ceremony of our leaders' parents. Am I allowed to bring it on?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead and do that.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Great Biafrans all over the world, what you are watching right in front of your screen is the day the Biafra Eagle visited the family of our great leader Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the day of the burial ceremony of our great parents, the parents of the indigenous people of Biafra, the king and queen. This is the Biafra Eagle presenting.
I had one over today. It's a cover card. Yeah, can you? Come on. When you're not fine, but you're not going to do that. And then I have different worldwide. And then now, for those even now, you couldn't make it. Heavily led by Lion King, our leader, Lion King. Before now, you couldn't make it. I have Facebook, the internet, WhatsApp. We do this campaign to support him. He's our patron and our legal man. Now, for that, in 89, I'll go to America. I'm for the Korean. In America, look at mine. I buy him. I lose a put if you're chat. But there was Simba. Someone now, I got put if now. I suppose that is the second one. So, I can verify. I have a different egos worldwide. As soon as you see it, if I'm alone, I need to. Who's taking a building? One Dr. Jeffrey, Mayor Mitch, or the Lion family. Simo, yeah, Zunos, I'll put their family, I'll put the major, Lion King, leader from South Africa. Thank you very much. Can't come on. I can't wait for you to come on. If you can't mind them, I'm about to find your.
So we are going to leave it here so that we will proceed. We are going to leave it here that we may proceed. Great Biafrans all over the world, as you have seen, that's how it happened. This is Biafra Eagle worldwide. So before we proceed, I am going to ask the leadership of Biafra Eagle worldwide some questions that are very, very important. Mr. Lion King, before we proceed, I want you to duly introduce yourself to Biafrans all over the world. So I know that many of them, they know you, and some of them, they might not know you. So let us do the due diligence by introducing yourself to the Biafrans all over the world before we proceed. Unmute yourself while you proceed.
Greetings, Biafrans all over the world. Some of you have been leading you for a long time. You've not seen my face, a lot of you, except the ego, those are next. Others have never seen my face. This is the first time. Lion King. Lion King. I've been leading you for a long time, and I will continue. You all know my Igbo name is Uzoma Onyepalu, and I'm Lion King. Time has come when we have to come and face the reality about Biafra that we have. And Biafra, our fathers had, we almost lost it to the hands of the enemies. We're now back to join our leader to get the Biafra restored. Without wasting much of your time, we are here to entertain your questions. And Biafra Ego, we support our leader, Onyenduma Zinandekano, whether or wherever he is at any time, the structure he put in place must continue working. We are in support of the structure of IPOB. We are IPOB, and we are against anybody that is kicking against the structure of IPOB, because nothing works without the structure. The structure that he left and the structure that he created, that structure must be upheld by everybody that truly wants the struggle to go on. Thank you very much. I can hear you.
Thank you very much, the Lion King himself, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you very much for joining us. It is a pleasure to have you here, and the whole world is listening to you. Thank you very much for the introduction. I think we have lost Mr. Anonymous, but he is trying to join back again.
Really?
While we are waiting for him,
Okay.
while we are waiting for him, there are things I needed to ask. I don't know if we must proceed or we should wait for him to join before we proceed. Mr. Lion King, the question goes to you.
Network is bad. I can't hear you anymore.
I said, I think, should we wait for, I think he joined us already. So we must proceed.
The network is bad. I lost you there.
Yeah, sorry about the network having problem from
Hello,
Nigeria.
I lost you. The network is bad.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Judge Money, I can hear you. Let me take it off from here until he comes back.
Okay. Give us your introduction as much as you can. We know you want to remain anonymous, so give us the introduction as much as you can.
Thank you very much, the Judge Money. Honestly speaking, I don't know why the network is trying to frustrate this beautiful interview today, but that is what we always experience here in the zoo country. As a matter of fact, I know you remember the last time I was here, I remain anonymous, the masked man, the man behind the mask. I remember I spoke with you some time ago, and you gave me an assignment to go and meet our leader and find out issues from our leader there in the court. And I made the journey to meet our leader in the court, and I met him, and we discussed. And I came back to the program and explained to the followers of our leader what we actually discussed. I don't know if you remember that, Judge Money.
I remember it perfectly, and the Biafrans, they also remembered it, so go ahead.
Thank you very much. So I want to remain anonymous for security reasons. And the Lion King, you're welcome to the program. Lion King is the leader of the Biafran Ego Worldwide. I went through the video you presented. That was when the Biafran Ego paid a condolence visit to the leader of the largest group in the world, the leader of the IPOB, the leader of Biafran land today, who is being held by the government of Nigeria just for a while. I know very soon he will be out of the cage. And once he's out of the cage, Biafra will soon come. So I want to introduce the group known as the Biafran Ego to the listeners, to the viewers, to the followers of this program. We have been very active for the past 6 to 7 years now. We've been very active. Almost every one of us belongs to family meetings in IPOB, but these Biafran Egos are special people. We have special assignment all the time. As a matter of fact, you can agree with me that during the burial of the parents of our leader, the Biafran family, it was a condition that the Biafran flag will not fly there, and nobody should come with a Biafran flag for peace to reign. Biafran Ego was the only group that appeared in the burial from the inception to the close with the Biafran flag, because we are Biafrans. We are not afraid. We cannot be afraid. We have come to support our leader, to fight for the sovereignty of Biafra, and we must get it. No matter the intimidation, no matter what anybody is doing, no matter the incarceration, no matter whatever they are doing to our leader, we are solidly behind him. And our leader, the Lion King, is a very solid man, very fearless man. He's here today. I appreciate the fact that he's here with us, but he comes in and goes because of the network trying to reconnect back. But I can assure the listeners we are here to do justice to any kind of question you want to ask us. However the question may be, feel free and ask the question. We are here to answer you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anonymous, for that wonderful introduction. As great Biafrans, you have heard it. Like I said to you guys yesterday, prepare your question and come with very, very intelligent and a needed question to this program, that we are ready to answer your questions. And I'm also inviting those who are still confused by autopiloters to come with their questions. We are going to answer them. If you come with a stupid question, we are going to treat you like a stupid human being that you are. But if you come with intelligent question, we are going to respect you, and give you the answers to your questions. So, before I will give you time to call in, the Biafran Eagle leadership, there are some questions myself I have for you guys before we allow our audience to come in. So, number one question I have for you guys, when I am done with the question, and Mr. Lion King, please, you will unmute your mic when I am done with the question, and then you go ahead and answer the question. Okay. Number one question is, what formed the idea of Biafra Eagle worldwide? Mr. Lion King.
Okay. As you all know, Eagle is a special bird. We know there are vultures all over the world. We know there are scarecrows, hawks, pigeons. And we realize that for you to be a different bird, you must have to be an eagle. And eagles take their battle differently. They don't take their battles like normal birds. So we decided that our leader somehow should need support, directly or indirectly. Some of us in Biafra Ego, you may be surprised, we started even the struggle before our leader. This is surprising to some of us. However, he is the chosen one. And when you say chosen one, you have to be with the chosen one. So the ego gathered and decided there is need to support our leader, whether he knows it or not, to augment from which angles that we believe that he needs support, advice where necessary, and do what the ego should do, whether the people know that or people don't know that. And you should know that you don't see ego always. So we are all over the world. I'm not joking, but we are not seen. It's the first time I'm sure people are seeing Lion King, but I've been leading the Biafra Ego for a very long time. I decided to come online because we are about to see what the nature of the struggle is going to be. And after this, I will not come online again, unfortunately, unless there is need for you to call us. Other people will call, we will not come because we don't know who to trust anymore. So the purpose of forming this ego to augment our leader, to be there for him, to be there for IPOB. We are IPOB. So the fact of the matter is that when we formed this, we've been doing work. The first time we were seen was during the funeral of our Biafran parents, like you just rightly called. So we've been working and we don't like to be seen. This is the first time we're coming online. The purpose and what they drive for us to form ego is for us to monitor activities. Where we are needed to do something, we do it. Like one of my leader here says, anonymously, and we not see the faces. I don't know if I answered your question, or do I need to put it differently? I can hear you.
I think you have answered my question. Eagle is quite a unique type of a bird. It is quite a unique type of a bird, and they don't come out until there is a need for them to come out. So that is very, very important metaphor that you have used to answer my question. It means that Biafra Eagle are set up for a special task under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not on the ground with us, under the leadership of the DOS, the highest command, as after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So, the second question that I will be throwing to you, Mr. Anonymous, because I am going to be asking this question randomly. I hope you don't mind. Welcome, Ada Biafra, welcome. I think we are almost complete. Before we proceed, let us give Ada Biafra a platform to introduce herself before we proceed to the second question. Ada Biafra, we have started this program. You were with us while we were trying to kick in, but I think the network kicked you out. But you are welcome once again. And thank you for joining us. Please introduce yourself to Biafrans. Unmute your mic before you do so. Thank you. You can go ahead now. Let me unmute your mic for you. You can go ahead now, yes. Ada Biafra, can you hear me? Introduce yourself to the Biafrans all over the world before we proceed.
In fact, it's rumbling.
I think you are still having some challenges with your reception that side.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We must proceed. We must continue. Let's
Okay.
see if when she get back, Ada Biafra, when you are on, you talk to us. Let's continue. Let's proceed.
Okay, I am going to mute her mic. When she settles down, she will introduce herself. Let's move down to the second question. The second question that I have for you, the leadership of Biafra Eagle. Who is qualified to be a member of Biafra Eagle? Mr. Anonymous, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Judge Money. Honestly speaking, Judge Money, I must say that your platform has surprised me because this platform is the only platform that the Eagles have accepted to grant interview. Just like my leader have said, the Biafran Eagle have been in existence for the past 7 years, and before the struggle officially commenced after our leader was arrested. But we came together stronger, better this time around, purposely to showcase our strength in the form of sharing information about the struggle and what our leader is doing and what he's planning to do. It might interest you to know that because of the closeness we have with our leader, we are almost aware of actions before it is taken. So for Ada Biafra to be in this program, we are highly honored. Ada Biafra, I respect you. Ada Biafra leads the women wing of the Biafran Eagle worldwide, while the Lion King is leading both women and men of the Biafran Eagle worldwide. Actually, your question is quite interesting, very interesting one. Who is qualified to be a member of the Biafran Eagle? As a matter of fact, if you go to Facebook, you can Google the Biafran Eagle worldwide. We're on Facebook, we are on WhatsApp. Anybody can join us. As once you are a freedom fighter and a lover of freedom, and you love what the Igbos, the Biafrans are doing, who will accommodate you. Even if you are Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, we will accommodate you. But basically, we Igbo-speaking people, and we can extend our hands of friendship to any other tribe, but you'll be properly screened. If you are not an Igbo, you'll be properly screened. And like Igbo, we are far from everybody that comes our way, but we are more than close. Our eyes are close to you. So every human being, most especially here in Nigeria, that is a lover of freedom, that likes what our leader Mazin Nandekalu is doing, that wants the freedom of Biafrans all over the world, is welcome anytime.
Go ahead. I think we lost you there for some seconds.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, let me just repeat a few of the things I have said. Are you hearing me now, Judge Money?
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much. I never knew I was disconnected somehow, but let me just come back again.
No, you were disconnected maybe for 1 second. It's not that long duration of it.
Okay. At least people heard me when I appreciated my woman leader, the Ada Biafra, Dubai, and my Lion King. We are privileged to have you guys here with the Mr. Anonymous, the masked man, because I featured here before and I'm here again. I remember the last time I came, I promised my listeners and viewers that we are going to bring back the lawyer of the Biafran Ego, lawyer of our leader, Barrister Ifeanyi, Barrister Sir, Barrister Ifeanyi, to come on board and when I made the promise, a lot of people were laughing, but we came out and finally he came and put everybody to order. That is who we are. Anything that is difficult to happen in this struggle, get Biafran Ego to do it in few seconds, in few minutes, in few hours. So that is who we are. And like I said, everybody who is a lover of freedom, a lover of the of what Nnamdi Kalu is doing, is free to join us in Biafran Ego. You are free to join us through our Facebook. You are free to join us through our WhatsApp. We have more than 50 different WhatsApp group. So you can join anyone. If you don't have a way of joining, you can contact Judge Money. Once you contact Judge Money, he will link you to our leader, Lion King, and our leader, Ada Biafra. Mr. Anonymous will be on the ground to know when you want to join so that we can bring you to any of our family to join. Thank you very much, Judge Money.
Can I add to that?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
He has to permit me first. I'm not hearing you anymore, Judge Money.
The Lion King himself, you want to say something?
Yes, briefly, adding up to what Mr. Anonymous said. Biafra Ego platform is more than 50 all over the world. The primary purpose is to disseminate right information, the actual situation with the struggle. Then to be in the nest of ego, we will see you. Because ego can spot another ego. To be in the nest, because we have a nest where we gather when necessary. To be in the nest of ego, we shall see you. We will look at you, how long you've been in the platform. If we spot an ego that is supposed to be in the nest, we'll meet you and pick you, and you go through the process, and you see the other main egos in the main nest. I hope you understand that part. And otherwise, the rest of the platforms is for information dissemination, right information to spread the communication. Everything revolves around communication these days. That is what you're doing, and I'm very grateful with your work, actually. We will continue partnering with you. It's the first time we're here. We'll look at how to promote you, and you promote the Biafran restoration. But the most important thing is that to be in the ego nest, there is a process. We shall spot you. You understand? From afar, we shall see you, and the right people will meet you, and you'll be in the nest. And you gather with the ego when necessary. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for that wonderful explanation. I believe you myself, I am so happy. I cannot actually wait to be one of the Biafran ego. Like you have heard it, great Biafrans all over the world. The Biafran ego is open for every freedom lovers all over the world, as long as you are going to act like an eagle. Just like here, their introduction said, no one knows whom to trust. As you have seen, there are many infiltrators in IPOB movement today. So that is the reason why you must go through a thorough, a due diligence must be done on you before you will be a member of a Biafra Eagle. Thank you very much. I am going to bring the third question. And the third question is going to Mr. Anonymous. What is the duty of the group? what is the duty of Biafra Eagle as a group? Are you guys also under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which is not with us today? That is, the movement is being piloted by the DOS, put in place by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The floor is yours, Mr. Anonymous. Unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you very much, Judge Money. This question is actually too big for me. I think our leader would have done justice to that. But let me just scratch it a little. Biafran Ego believes in totality. Every word said by our leader. We are ready to die with him. Where he die, we will die. Whatever he say is a command. And our leader said, we should follow this way. That's the way we are following. We believe in him. Wherever he is, we believe in him. We stand by what he said, and the leadership is solidly behind the DOS, the head of DOS. We're under the control and command of the DOS, 100%. Anybody who wants to join the Biafran Ego, but you don't have support for our leader left behind, you cannot be part of us, because 100% we are here to do what our leader wants us to do. I think this is where I will stop, so that my leader, the Lion King, will do justice to that question. Thank you very much.
The Lion King, you have the floor. Should I repeat the question?
Yeah, you can do that, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, it is question number 3. What is the duty of the group? Because Mr. Anonymous told us that the group is under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and its structure. So what is the duty of the group? Thank you.
Okay, it is important for people to understand that in a movement like Biafran struggle, the revolutionary movement, there is a structure, and you cannot duplicate the structure. There is one solid structure at a time, and the information is vertical. And if the leading structure is doing well, there is no need of creating a duplication. If you duplicate this, the structure, you are actually sabotaging the struggle. Now we have a lead structure, and the structure created by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Whether you have a different idea, if the focal point is Biafra restoration, you must key into that structure, whether or whether. Okay, when you look at the situation we have in hand right now, who created this structure? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, right? Now he's not available. The DOS is in charge. If you try anything you can to divert from that structure, automatically it is called insubordination for the struggle. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how clever you are. At the moment, there is a structure. Key into that structure. Support that structure blindly until the creator of that structure comes back from wherever he is and says, this and this is what you understand? So whatever Biafra Ego is doing is based on the structure led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We have no intention of deviating at the moment. And we're also encouraging anybody that is deviating. It doesn't matter what you have in your head. If you move away from the existing structure, you are sabotaging the struggle. Let me add more thing to this. In a movement like Biafran Restoration, there is always one phoenix. Let me use the word phoenix. Phoenix is a special bird. There is a song in Igbo language. Currently, we have one Ezenono. We are egos, but we still have one Ezenono. The Ezenono is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And there are no two phoenix in the history of phoenix. There are no two phoenix. When Ojukwu he was the phoenix. If you deviate whatever he was doing, you are walking away from the structure. The way he moved, right now we have Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want to call any other person before him. He is the phoenix. You cannot change or stop the phoenix until his job is done. So I'm not calling anybody name, but if you have an intention of replacing a phoenix, you're a failure already. I hope some of us understand the term phoenix. I think it's PHOENIX. It's a special bird that when he stands, the nature is with him, God is with him. The phoenix moves with the sun. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm going to tell people something. There was a time our leader, Mazen Nandekano, was in Owerri. A sun rose, and they tried to rain, but rain didn't come. But at the bright daylight, there was a rainbow around that sun. People were celebrating, they don't know. Then I told the people that were with me that this man is the phoenix. Go with him, he's the phoenix. He's been spotted. The sign says he's the phoenix. That is why you can't stop him. Nobody can kill him. Nobody can hurt him. If they like, they do. And if they try hurt him, the ego shall gather. So I don't want to go that further. I don't want to mislead people. Our duty is based on the existing structure of Mazen Nandekano. And we don't expect to walk away from it. He is the phoenix we know. Anybody daring to walk away, the person's time shall come. Eventually, the dangerous thing is that the ego will see you before you see the ego. I'm sorry to say the way I'm speaking now, but the fact of the matter is that we are following the existing structure of Mazen Nandekano. We have no intention of walking away from that. We are in support of whatever. At the moment, the structure must stay. So that is it. That is the duty of the ego. We are with the structure. We're not walking away from the structure. We are quiet and we stay quiet, but walk away from the structure, we shall find you. Eventually, I don't know when, but we will. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that wonderful explanation. I wanted to ask you to make it clearer because there are infiltrators in our midst. It doesn't take them a minute to cut out what you say in order to sabotage, to use it to manipulate our people. But I am so happy that you landed in a very simple form, that you respect the structure left behind by Mazen Nandekano. Thank you very much for that. So I am going to go to the fourth question. The fourth question is going to go to first Mr. Unanimous. Then if you have any input, the Lion King himself, you can then come in. The fourth question goes like this. How do you see the arrest of Mazen Nandekano? Mr. Unanimous, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you very much. The arrest, I will want to use Igbo language to explain this one. Ndị Igbo si na onye gbara awọ ọkpa bụ lift ka o nyere onye gbara awọ ọkpa nyere lift, So our leader told us that he is coming back to Nigeria anytime, any day. And when he comes, he will come with fire. And I believe the arrest of our leader is a way God planned to bring our leader back to Nigeria to discuss the issue that concerns the Biafrans. Our leader will not be in UK and get off Biafra. He will be in Nigeria, discuss the terms of the Biafra, the referendum, and all that with them. So, however they brought him home is inconsequential. When he asked me, what is important is here. Can they do anything to him? The answer is no. Can they stop him? The answer is no. Will he be free? Yes, of course, he's free, even if he's staying with DSS today. So, him coming in is God's way plan, very well planned by God to bring him back to Nigeria, to bring us freedom. That's the only thing I can say. I think my leader, the Lion King, can add more to that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Hello? Should I say
Lion
something?
King, you can come in, Lion King.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Lion King. You have the floor.
All right. Leadership. My Mr. Anonymous has addressed this particular question, and Look, the smartest thing that recently happened was the interview of the son after the last court sitting, 16th, 2 days back. He told them that, literally speaking, the person you're trying here is currently in Kenya. So he was not arrested. Whatever happened, we call it is divine. But he is here now with us. He is here now with us. And I think he's somebody, like I say, there is always a divine hand in him. The divinity is what brought him here. So they plan to hurt him, but his intention is to get back home and face the battle squarely as the person he is. So now he's here with us, either by the force of the enemy, their bad plan, their wicked plan. He was never arrested. He was abducted. That is the right word. And in legal term, renditioned. You understand? To here. And literally speaking, formally speaking, he is still in Kenya. So they stole him to bring him here. I'm sure while we are stressing and panicking, those holding him are panicking more than us. That is all I can tell you. That is what I believe. We are panicking, they are panicking. But he shall come out free as a free person, and he shall lead and restore Biafra. I always liken him to Mandela. He's that kind of person that when he comes out, when Biafra comes, he's not somebody that will run around to say, I want to be this. But we'll still beg him to lead Biafra. Eventually, he shall lead Biafra. Doesn't matter what anybody says about it. Those who can see can see. Everything is leading to. So everybody's tired. Those holding him, they are tired. We that are waiting, we are tired. But I'm saying now, the next court case will decide a whole lot of things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. I can see a lot of comments, even from the autopilot, but I don't want to entertain it yet. If you comment rubbish, you will find yourself, of course, in the dustbin. You better be civil or civilized in that comment section, because we are moving forward. Number 5 question is, Mr. Anonymous, I will start with you. The 5th question is, do Biafra Eagle Worldwide believe or agree with some group that said that some people set Mazen Nnamdi Kanu up? The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Judge Money. You know, like I laughed now, it's laughable for somebody to set the moon, the star, the sun up. It's laughable, you know. But then, what do you expect from a man who is thinking he is at liberty to say whatever he likes? As a matter of fact, I have said it before and I want to say it again. Our leader said, and I heard it, I heard him said, I will come back very soon.
I think we are losing him.
You're not hearing from me? Are you hearing?
I can hear you, Jay. I can hear you, leader. I can hear you, Anonymous. Leadership Anonymous, I can hear you.
Thank you very much. I said, let me repeat myself. I said, our leader said by himself that he's coming back. And when he comes, he will come with fire. And there is fire everywhere. Fire everywhere in Nigeria today. So the fire is on and he has come. However way he comes into this fire, into this country, and ignite this fire, it's not important for anybody to say that they set him up. Who will set him up? It's not possible. Who will set him up? He had a body ticket to Kenya. He arrived in Kenya. He has spent so many days in Kenya before he was kidnapped. So who will set him up? Did you set him up to send him to Kenya to go and do what for you in Kenya before he was kidnapped from Kenya? People don't reason, when they open their mouth, they want to deceive the gullibles, people who believe in them or who are yet to believe in them, because the Bible said that you shall know the truth and the truth will set you free. They open their mouth and say, Mr. A set him up. Mr. A would have known that our leader is in Kenya. He would have known that our leader will go to Kenya. Why didn't they shout when he was arrested? Even the Kenyan government doesn't know when our leader was kidnapped. You see a whole ambassador coming out to say he doesn't know when he was kidnapped. So how will his followers know that our leader was kidnapped? Some of us had a chat with him a few days before we stopped hearing from him. And we never had any sign of him being followed, being threatened, and all things like that. You understand? So nobody set him up. And I must be very, very clear at this point. For those who don't know, let them know. Most of these people that are being accused today don't even know that our leader is in Kenya. I must say it publicly. But then, these are the scripts that our leader will write by himself, Without events, there won't be history. This is a part of the events that will make up the history of tomorrow. And when our leader is completely free, he will tell us what transpired. But I want to believe he was not set up. Nobody has that power to set our leader up, not even the president of Nigeria, because you can't buy him with money. This is a man I have seen that doesn't like money. They say that the Igbo man loves money so much, but this man doesn't like money. He has been in this struggle, the largest movement in the face of this earth. Yet he doesn't control money. He doesn't touch money. People controls the money. This is unbelievable. And that is why the struggle will never have an end. Even before, after, and during Biafra, the Biafra movement will remain a very solid movement in the whole world.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, explanation. Mr. Lion King, do you have something to add to this explanation?
Just a little input, okay? Should I go ahead? Can I go ahead?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. I think people should pause and ask a question. The question is, why are we pointing fingers at this stage? It is like somebody whose house is engulfed in inferno and is chasing after rats and rabbits. Why pointing fingers? What's the gain? Mr. A is a setup, Mr. B is a setup, fighting amongst each other, pointing Mr. C as the bad person, while the focal point is waiting for people to get the energies together and go for it. Ask yourself, why are we chasing after Mr. A is the setup, Mr. B is the setup? Why the person is still in danger? Let us focus and get the case solved. The leader himself will be able to say who the setup is. Why are we fighting? The focal point is that who betrayed Jesus, for instance? There was no need of fighting who betrayed Jesus. There was no need of fighting who denied Jesus. Peter did. Judas did. But today, people call themselves Peter. Do you know why? Peter repented and preached the gospel. Judas committed suicide. I hope some people will not commit suicide in this process. I just hope they don't go and commit suicide before our leader comes back. Peter repented and preached the gospel. That is why today you hear people calling their brothers Peter. St. Peter this, St. Peter that, because Peter repented and preached the gospel.
I think we are losing you there.
Can you still hear me? Hello?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. What did you hear last? What did you hear last? Sorry.
No, you are talking about the people, the pointing of fingers, and you said about something Peter said, Judas set Jesus up. So that's
Okay,
where
thank you
you.
very much. You know, I am a Christian, so I always reference that. Judas did a crime, Peter did a crime. Judas betrayed, Peter denied. So the disciples did not end up fighting each other, who betrayed, who denied. But Peter repented and preached the gospel. That is why today you hear people calling Peter, Saint Peter this. Judas committed suicide. He refused to repent. So now the question is, there is no need of pointing who set up our leader, who did this to our leader, who did that to our leader. The zeroing point is, let us focus on the struggle. Our leader is here now with us. He is going to come out and he is going to restore Biafra. I don't know if I addressed the question.
You addressed the question. I think we are going to come back to this question. We are going to come back to something you said, but let us move ahead with the next question. We are coming back to this question again, if you don't mind.
No, I
Because
don't
I
mind.
think,
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
all right, thank you very much. The number 6 question is, what can you say about the ongoing sit at home every Monday in Path of Biafra land? Mr. Anonymous, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think my leadership, Ada Biafra, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you unmute your mic? Can you unmute your mic?
It's,
Go ahead now.
it's
Go
open.
ahead, Ada
It's
Biafra. I
open.
helped you.
Just unmute me. It's open by me. On my
Okay,
own
that's
side,
fine.
it's open.
That's fine, Ada Biafra. We are hearing you. For the benefit of network, can you introduce yourself? Let's continue.
Good evening. Hello?
Good
Ada Biafra,
evening.
can you tell us who you are and let us continue? Can you tell us who you are? Let us continue. He asked me a question, but I want to know
I cannot hear you.
before we proceed.
It's wobbling. I cannot hear you.
Judge Money, can you talk to her? Maybe it will be clearer.
Okay, Ada Biafra,
Hello?
I think you are in the
Yeah, it's
zoo.
me.
The network is not okay. Your network is not okay. So you can introduce yourself if your network will allow you to do so. Introduce yourself before we proceed. The floor is yours, Ada Biafra. Mr. Anonymous, I think you can go ahead and take back the floor.
Thank you
You
very
still
much,
have a bad
Judge Money.
network.
Thank you very much, Judge Money. I will proceed. Yes, talking about the sit at home. The idea of sit at home was a wonderful one. It was a protest move by DOS to show Nigerians that the Biafrans are not happy with the continuous imprisonment given to the leadership of IPOB. But it was announced by the head of DOS, and when the information got to our leader said, no, we cannot shut down our land because he's in prison. He is in prison because he wants to be in prison, because he is the leader of the movement of the sovereignty, IPOB. And now, because he's the leader, he will be in prison. And from prison, he will become the leader of a new nation. So he is not bothered about being in prison. What the original plan was a kind of solidarity for our leader. But our leader said, no, we should call it off. That Monday, sit at home. that Monday is a day the markets, all markets in Igbo land opens. The Igbo people are religious people. We have people who are Judaism, who go to service on Saturday, and we have Christians who also go to service on Sunday. And if we add Monday, that means in the whole 7 days of the week, the Igbos have only 4 days while other tribes have basically 6 to 7 days to do their own business. So you call it off. But a lot of people who are actually not IPOB, they are not followers of our leader, continue suffering people using the data they buy to command the men on the ground to come to the street and be destroying things belonging to their brothers and sisters. It is very painful. The sit at home on Monday has been called off by the leadership of IPOB, and it should remain so. Those who are causing all these troubles here and there, calling people to come out to destroy properties belonging to their brothers and sisters, are they actually Igbos or are they enemies of Igbos? That's the question I will ask them. So I think the sit at home should be ignored completely. I use this medium to urge all the markets in Igbo land to do this fight once and for all. Come out on Monday, go about your normal business. You will be defended. You will be defended. Nothing is going to happen. You must go out and make money because the Igbos are known for making money. Thank you very much, Judge Money.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anonymous. And Lion King, I believe you will have something to add in this. Before you proceed, Ada Biafra, I think you are having a better reception now. So we give you the floor to introduce yourself. Just go ahead, start speaking.
Yes, good evening. What I have to say about the sit at home. Sit at home is not all that comfortable or good for our people, because our people, Biafrans, we are commercial people. We are, for instance, say 7 days in a week. Then we sit at home 3 days. It's really bringing our economy down. Sit at home supposed to be when the DOS announced sit at home, that initial time. It is fine. It's okay. It's not something that we continue doing every day, like 7 days a week. We sit at home at 3 days. It's of no use to Biafrans. It is to coincide. When we demand for that, we can sit at home. When it's not necessary, Biafran deciding it's okay that we continue sitting there every.
Ada Biafra, I think
It's really bringing.
I think you are still having a very bad reception. Give us introduction of yourself before we proceed. And if you don't mind, if you are secured where you are, tell us your position.
Yes, my name is Chief Ngozi Modi. I am one of the leadership in the Biafran Ego worldwide.
Thank you very much. It looks like you are not having a good reception where you are. That is familiar to the reception you find in the Zoom.
My network is disturbing. I don't know why today.
We are sorry for that. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate your reception today. So go ahead, Mr. Lion King, and talk about the sit at home in Biafra land. The floor is yours.
Okay. Our people, you don't shout them, you don't instruct them, you beg them, you plead with them. I'm using this opportunity, this medium, to plead on our people, our IPOB people, our Biafran people, that DOS did call off the every Monday sit at home. So it is important for you to understand, Ndebani, that we are commercial people. We are industrious people. Monday is usually a special day for us. The problem that we are facing right now is communication. Our people don't have the opportunity to actually hear the real story. The fear has been created. The fear that created is one. People are now harassing people with gun, with whatever weapon they can find. Hoodlums have taken over the every Monday thing. This has been my concern. Proliferation. People will sit somewhere and record their voice and throw it out and create panic, go into their local market, rob shops. Those are criminals. I am certain that our leader is not happy that people are suffering on Monday because of him. The purpose has been achieved. The actual day we should be sitting at home should be any day our leader goes to court. You should listen to DOS, listen to his lawyer, the trusted barrister Joffo, hear him out. Does our leader want you to stop your business every Monday for him? The answer is no. So I plead with our people. Can you please go about your business every Monday? Do not ever fear the naysayers who want to create more fear. Who are you representing every Monday when you sit at home and you don't go to business? I plead with you as the leader here that please, our general leader would not want you to sit at home every Monday. Ask yourself, who's gain, who's profit, who's losing? Those that are persecuting you are not losing. Every Monday, Abuja is active and booming. And you're shutting down the side that you're surviving from. If you can be able to make a sit at home in Abuja every Monday, the world will hear you. But nobody is seeing you. CNN is not seeing you. BBC is not even seeing you. Let me tell you honest truth. The little BBC boy is showing it does not cross that border of Biafran land. So if you want to score a point, strategize and find a way to make a sit at home in Abuja. Don't do it in Biafran land. We are losing. I don't have any much thing to say, but the zeroing point is, you cannot hurt yourself believing that the enemy will feel sorry to you. No, they will not feel sorry for you. They're even happy that your economy is dampening. They are happy that insecurity is much in your land. Tatabubo, if we can, I plead with you people, start from coming Monday, God's willing, go about your business. And I say unto you that is creating fear on our people unnecessarily every Monday. Woe betide you. Woe betide you that's creating unnecessary fear to our people. Woe betide you criminal who have decided to go all about creating further fear every Monday. Whose interests are you representing? Definitely not our leaders' interest, not IPOB's interest, not Biafran's interest. Unless you are working for the zoo to cause us more trouble. Apart from that, I have no clue whose interest you're representing. So I beg you from the bottom part of my heart, from the bottom part of our leader's heart, I'm not speaking on his behalf, but I'm certain he does not want our people to suffer every Monday, losing money, while Abuja is booming. If you can strategize and make a sit at home in Abuja, the world will hear you. Nobody is seeing what you're doing. Thank you very much. I think I've taken much of your time explaining this.
Okay, thank you very much. And There is a comment someone commented that caught my attention. I want to talk about it before we go to the next question. The comment says, my opinion, his name is Mr. Ibekalo or Ibekalo. My opinion for the Monday sit at home, which have been cancelled by the great leadership of this movement, is that since the sit at home has been cancelled, so anyone that feels he wants to sit at home voluntarily is free, but let no one force anybody in hashtag Biafra land to sit at home. My take on that. Thanks. I think it is a very, very great insight. It is a great insight. Whoever want to voluntarily sit at home, they can go ahead and do so, as long as there are no criminal elements that are going about intimidating our people in the name of sit at home. That idea is still obtainable. Thank you very much, the Ibe Carlo, for that comment. So we are going to proceed. I think Ada Biafra already commented as well on this issue of sit at home. So we are going to move to the next question, which Ada Biafra will contribute as well to. But the question will first of all go to Mr. Anonymous before we get to Ada Biafra and then to the Lion King himself. That question is going to be this way. Number 7th question. What can you say about the legal team that are representing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today? Mr. Anonymous, the floor is yours.
Wow. My brother, Judge Money, what you want me to say? We have the best legal team, well assembled. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was great. He secured the first bail for our leader when it was so difficult. When the people who were representing our leader then were compromised, he came in and helped our leader to secure the first bail. And when our leader was attempted to be killed by a Nigerian army, our lawyer, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, stood his ground defending him. And because of that, on 2 occasions, Nigerian army with Nigerian police has gone to his house, intimidated him, burned down his house, killed some members of the struggle, and his personal assistant, burned his car. He stood his ground. And along the line, Barrister Ejimako joined, and the team became stronger. Ejimako went to Umuahia, secured a grand victory for for our leader. And in that victory, what I valued most there is the court giving order to the government of Nigeria, by extension the president of Nigeria, to apologize to our leader. That is the turning point in this struggle. Nigeria should apologize to the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Ejimako did that, and as we proceed, we now found our team added a son. And if you look at what happened in the last sitting, you can agree with me. The introduction of the son brought about a new movement or a new phase of this legacy. So I think our team is well assembled and they are capable of doing justice to while we're in the court. They have just finished it in April 8th. We are looking forward to seeing justice being done. Quote me today, 12 to 13 count charges will be struck out. Quote me. Because I've looked at what Ozekome said. I want to agree with him. This is law. In law, you don't put sentiment. 12 to 13 count charges will be struck out. Nigeria should be going to court with 2 count charge or 3, which will eventually our leader will come out victorious. So this is where I will stop. I want to tell you, our team, we have a very formidable team that will do justice to what is ahead of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. We are calling on Ada Biafra. What do you have to say about the legal team of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Ada Biafra, the floor is yours.
The legal team, they are doing marvelously well because they are following the legal way to ensure that our leader is being released. The legal team are doing marvelously well. Barrister Ejiofor, Barrister Mike, they are on the right track. If you follow legally, the legal way, the team is doing marvelously. I love them, especially Barrister Mike. I love him in the way he answers the judge, presents his case. I love it. So I will say that the legal team are doing good. And another way, Barrister Mike, the Bible, the word are saying, one with God is more than majority. I hope he always come to the court with a positive and spiritually fueled mind that he will win the case. Legally, our legal teams, they do perfectly well. You can hear me? Hello?
Yes, we heard you loud and clear. We heard you loud and clear.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Now,
Ejiofor is also on the good track. Let him not be deceived by left or right. For me, as I will say, he is on the right track. All our legal team, they are on the right track. Barrister Ejimako also, at least they are 3 of them council, both the local lead council and the international lead council. They are all okay. They are perfect. They are doing the really job. No matter what people will say, we are on the good track.
thank you very much, Ada Biafra. Thank you very much, very, very much. According to Ada Biafra, he have his full support. He gives his full support to our legal team. She said
Yes.
that the legal team, they are moving on the right direction, that she supports their activities. Thank you very much, Ada Biafra. Now over to you, the Lion King himself. The floor is yours. What do you have to say about the legal team in this movement?
Thank you very much. I think actually the people that have spoken, they've captured my my opinion actually. So I wouldn't want to go too much wasting our time. However, it is important that we know or we remember. Am I here still?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. We
It
are
is important for us to know that to remember who Ifeanyi Ejiofor is. Here is somebody that took up the battle on his shoulders when everybody was scared of being associated to IPOB or Biafra struggle. So he kind of took up the mantle as a great warrior he is. Now, got the first bell, defended, followed up. We all know so many attempts on his life. I don't like to mix and try to be afraid or scared of certain things. But he stood strong. People called him bad name, he stood strong. Now another character, Ejimako, came on board, another smart lawyer. Now recently, we have Mike Ozokeme, another very brilliant man. Look at this team, it's solid. 3 different characters, each of them intellectuals. So what more do you ask for? If we have a good legal system in the zoo, in that republic, honestly, they would have thrown that file away. Look at the prosecuting lawyer. Look at him addressing the press. What did he say? He was just saying time will tell. What time will tell? No evidence. You listen to the interviews of these other people. Michael Zekemek, he captured it succinctly. He said that the person is still in Kenya and you're trying his case in Nigeria. It is clear. Literally speaking, this man is in Kenya. The record showed he's still in Kenya. Are you trying him in Nigeria? Does Nigeria have the jurisdictional power to handle this case? No. No. If the legal system works in Nigeria, they will not be trying this man. They will not be trying Mazen Nandika. You know, the more they keep him there, the more they make him famous and popular, in fact. So I think we are enjoying the process. They should allow him have the things he needs. I want him to spend a little. Okay, I don't want to say that, but the issue is that our legal team is doing well. I'll leave it at that. And we are in support of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is very, very important that our people know, your opinion, that our legal team, they are doing wonderfully well. And I agree with you guys. They are indeed doing wonderfully well. A few days ago, I was actually talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, technically still in Kenya, while they are trying his case in Nigeria. So, in a legal system, it means that they are trying a case with a spirit in Nigeria while the person is still in Kenya. So that is what is going on. It shows that the legal system of Nigeria, there is an error. There is something, wrong with the legal system. Maybe they don't know the law, or they don't know how the law operates, or international law, how it operates. I think they should go back to school. That's the short way of addressing them. So we are going to run to the next question. The next question is, what is the hope of releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? I will now start with Ada Biafra before we go to Anonymous. Then Ada Biafra, exhaust your 2 minutes in answering this one. What is the hope of releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in your own opinion before we go to the Anonymous? The floor is yours.
For me, hello.
Go ahead, we can hear you. Go ahead, the whole world is listening.
Yeah. Yes, me, a strong hope that at last we are going to get Biafra. It's a must. The Elohim, Chukwu Okike Abiama, has said it. It's not been. And the threat of our time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has also said it, that he at last, whatever has come, goes up must come down, that we must get Biafra. So Biafra is our hope, is our hope, is our grandchildren hope. So the hope will go down. I have last, we must get Biafra. No matter all this distraction here and there, no, they are all a leading way for us to get Biafra. Thank you. Hello?
Thank you very much, Ada Biafra. Thank you very much for that, your opinion. Now over to Anonymous. What is your take on the question? Anonymous, the floor is yours. If you want me to repeat the question, I will do so.
Clearly, I heard you clearly. My hope is very, very high. Let me just tell our listeners and the viewers what our leader is standing for in the court right now. Our leader is simply facing his criminal charges. Our leader is discussing the issue of Biafra, and the issue of Biafra will come. We are already in court trying to quash their proscription, and that is the angle will come out stronger when we get judgment on the proscription. The Biafran, as the most peaceful movement in the world, will stand to demand for their freedom. That is a must. When Nigeria will consider changing their constitution to accommodate the referendum, and all that will come to play, and Biafra will be free. But for now, we are not talking about the Biafran freedom. We are talking about the freedom of the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra. You see, the man there in the court has a bell. If it is a place where the system is running very well, Nnamdi Kanu should not be in the prison by now. The man is on bail. The man got his bail in 2017. The man was prepared to come to court to face his criminal charges. There was about 12 count charges as at that time. The court struck out and remaining few of them, which were frivolous charges that would be trashed within a couple of time. But Nigerian government, being what they are, they use the soldiers that are supposed to be at the barrack. When we were growing up, we hardly see a soldier man. When you see a soldier man, you celebrate it. You see a soldier. I met a soldier today. You see, the soldiers used to be in the barracks to defend the territory of Nigeria, not to defend the villages. If you go to many villages in Nigeria today, you see soldiers. You see soldiers there with their uniform. Some will even wear slippers and they'll be walking around. But soldiers were being honored when we were growing up. So the issue of the freedom of our leader is long overdue, because he was not supposed to be in the prison. He has a bail. And the court in NY said it all, that this man is on bail. If the soldiers didn't come to his house to kill about 28 people, he wouldn't have run for his life. He would have gone to court and he would win the case. So his victory is gone and forgotten since 2017. Nigeria is simply delaying it, but it will surely come. It will surely come. All these things that you are seeing in Nigeria today, all this drama they are doing, they will tell you that these people are killing people, these people are bad, these are simple dramas trying to weaken people. It will not work. Our leader must be free, and he's free already. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anonymous. Talking about the military, that is, there is something you said about the military. There is actually a video I am going to play, but after this, it is a video of new military invasion in some part of Biafra land. I am going to play that video, but let me take this same question directly to the Lion King himself. The Lion King, the floor is yours. If you want us to repeat the question, we will do so. Go ahead.
Okay, if I remember, the question is the hope of freedom of Mazen Nandekano.
Yes.
The two speakers, they have captured it very well. Where the system is working, this man is not supposed to be in prison now. But then the system is not working. During the interview of the son, the lawyer, Barrister son, Mike Ezekweme, right? Excuse me. He reminded the world that 28 people and a dog were killed on the day. He escaped. It's a fundamental right to escape. Here I am now. If I am praised to the world, the next thing, human right that I have is primarily defend myself. If I don't have that opportunity to defend myself, I escape. This man escaped. Remember, he came back to Nigeria on his own. He told the people, I am coming to face the struggle at home. He came. And he was going through all the court processes. He was preparing for that court process. Excuse me. But they attacked him at home, in his house. He escaped with his life. Now they kidnapped him and said they're trying him in a normal system, in a semi-normal system, not even normal system. The man should be free. However, they are holding a phoenix. I've said this over and over again. They are holding a phoenix. And they can't stop a phoenix. His job has to be completed. I don't know if people understanding it. They cannot stop that man because his job has to be completed. The more they hold him there, the harder for both of us. Us on his part, them on the other side. And if they hurt him, it's worse because a different kind of phoenix will come. This is something people don't understand. They are thinking they're holding Nnamdi Kanu. No. They don't even know who they're holding. I'm sorry to put it this way. But if they understand, they are holding a phoenix, and the leader of a struggle is always like that. When, always reference Nelson Mandela, when they were holding him, they knew they were in trouble. Those in his support in trouble. Those holding him in trouble until they free him. So they should free this man, and our hope is that he's coming. Can you still hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah. And our faith is that he's coming out. We are faithful. We are believing. It is our hope that this man is coming out, because he is not there. The entire Nigerian system is in prison, because he represents not only the Biafran, he represents every nation that is yearning and seeking for freedom, because that enclave is literally suffocating everything living inside that enclave. Every section of Nigeria is literally crying. You think it's only the Biafran land that is crying? These days, the youths are... Okay. The people that were listening to me in the past, I told them there's going to be a time our people will be killing themselves for no reason. It's happening now. And I'm telling you, in a very short time, the youth will be eating human flesh for no reason. Remember this particular incident. They're going to be eating human. You're gonna start breeding cannibals, not only from a section, all over section. God has chosen this young man to free the nations within that Nigeria. He's not fighting for Biafra. People are thinking Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Oduwa. He's fighting for Ariwa. He's fighting for every other nation within the Nigerian enclave. Because until they free him, everybody will be free. Do you think the government that is holding him is free? They're not free. So Nigeria is in prison because they're holding a phoenix. We hope and we believe that he's coming out. And that is our intention, and we'll pray and we'll work assiduously towards that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that wonderful analysis. I have only 2 questions left. Then we proceed to the next agenda. And the second to the last question, the question number 9, what can you say about Biafran independence? I am going to start with Mr. Anonymous, over to Ada Biafra, then to the Lion King. Mr. Anonymous, the floor is yours. Mr. Anonymous, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I think my mic was mute. Biafra will surely come. The time is short. And this will be the most beautiful nation in the world. Biafra is a place where people will come. When they want good health, they will come to Biafra. When they want to see God, they will come to Biafra. What every nation cannot do, Biafra will do it. It's a nation originated from God. The Garden of Eden was settled in the Biafran land. The wise men from the east is from the Biafran land. So Biafra is a place where once Biafra comes, all nations in the world will know peace. All nations in the world will be at liberty to free health, good health, and everything will be going on very smoothly. So I'm looking up to see Biafra, a new nation that will turn around the things that God has planned for mankind and bring it to reality. Biafra will surely come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that short, sharp and straight answer. And now we go over to Ada Biafra. What is your take on the question? Ada Biafra, the floor is yours. I think Ada Biafra is having another network problem. So if you can hear me, Mr. Lion King, you can go ahead. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you very much. How long do I have for this? Because I like this particular.
You have 2 minutes.
How many minutes?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. Quickly, the freedom of Biafra, the independence of Biafra is not just for Biafrans alone. The freedom and restoration of Biafra is the freedom of the restoration, freedom of the other nations within Nigeria, and freedom of other nations within Africa. I've said this over and over again in the past. The problem of Nigeria, the problem of Biafra, the problem is the problem of Africa. Because the colonial masters came to Africa, they don't know that we are different nations to just match people together. The problem in Africa, in Nigeria, the moment is solved and Biafra is free, Oduwa might be free, Ariwa might be free, then the rest other nations within Africa will realize that truly, these nations are free and they're developing very well. We got to be free as well. You go to Europe, you have Switzerland, you have Germany, you have England, you have Italy. These are nations, different nations. They must achieve first independent nation before coming to a supreme state called European Union. If you go to Britain, one language, one culture, one kind of food. You go to Germany, one language, one culture, one kind of food, different dress code, similar dress code rather. You go to Italy, similar dress code, similar kind of food, similar characteristics, similar belief and religion. So my point here is this: 99.9%, if not 100%, of developing nations, of developing countries all over the world are nations. Nations. It is difficult to find amalgamation progress. The colonial masters know it cannot work. They know Nigeria can't work. Show me an amalgamation in a developed country. It is impossible. China is a nation. One language, one culture, similar belief, similar kind of food. You go to United Arab Emirates, even they are different Emirates, but they still share the same culture. Go to Japan, same language, same belief, same dress code, same kind of food. You come to Africa, brother, move from here now to Sokoto, you may not be able to like what these people are eating. This is the reality. Move from here to Brno, the thing people consume there, you will puke. They enjoy it, you don't enjoy it. Those are different nations. So I don't want to go further. Biafra will come. It is not a case of if, it is a case of when.
I think we are losing him there. Ada Biafra, you can prove. Okay, he's back. He's back. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me round up so that Ada Biafra can continue. The freedom of Biafra is the freedom of every other nation within Nigeria. We're not actually asking for freedom of ourselves alone. Some people think, okay, we are being treated bad, we are struggling. No, I can tell you the people in the north are suffering more than us because they don't even know what is happening. The problem is that there are slaves in Nigeria. Only Biafrans can free ourselves and free the rest. When the Biafrans are free, the rest will see that. So we've been under slavery all this while. But because they don't know that we are fighting for them, they're hating us. Let me round up in 30 seconds so that I don't take our time. I'm sorry, talking too much.
Go ahead.
Number one, somebody said when you're fighting for slaves, they've already been enslaved for a very long time. So the thinking that your fight is disturbing their comfort. That is why you can see some people even say, oh, living in Nandikani, they're not doing well. IPOB is not doing well. They have been under perpetual slavery. They have gotten used to that slavery nature. So these people coming to disturb that comfortability of poverty they have been in for a long time, they think is disturbing them. But we cannot stop until Biafra is restored. Once that happens, we will now realize, those people will realize, so this is what these people have been saying for all this while. So Biafra will come, my people. Do not relent. Do not say because your phonics is being held under captivity, he will come out. God in heaven knows he will come out and Biafra will be restored. And I'm sure all our listeners, they know. Those who are believing they don't know, they're either confused or they don't know the structure of things. I don't know if I still have 30 seconds or should I stop? Do I have 30 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, rounding up. Like as I was saying, if you look at the situation in Western countries, the situation in Western countries is clear. Developed nations all over the world, you can't find a state. And let me quickly describe state. State is amalgamation of different nations. And the only way amalgamation of different nations can work is that if there is functional constitution that will allow what is called federalism, pure federalism, where federating entities have the original power to make their own laws that will run concurrently with the federal law. Not a president who wake up one day, feel uncomfortable, and remove a commissioner of police wherever he feels uncomfortable from a different federating state. Not deciding which state gets which money from the federal system. It causes corruption. So the only way Nigeria can move, nations in Nigeria can move, is either they sit down and restructure and say individual nations have original power. If you want to join us. If you don't want to join, move on. Definitely Biafra will not be able to move on with the people who like to kill you for living. You understand? The people in the, I don't want to call their name, they enjoy killing, but we enjoy living. We celebrate living. Our leader once called it Mando, the beauty of life. Mando, that is what we are. We celebrate living. You understand? These people celebrate dying. That's why when they killing, they say in Allah Akbar. I don't even know we shall. So we should just cover up these nations. Let them enjoy their killing and celebrate killing and dying. We want to celebrate our living and enjoyment. So the Biafra must come, and when it comes, other nations sorry, let me round up. If you go to Sierra Leone, there are nations that are battling. Why is it Congo Republic they're still fighting? Because these nations, they are different. They merge them together. There can never be peace in any nation. All this peace Ghana is enjoying now is temporal. They will still crash because there are nations that are not agreeing each other. So they cannot work. Sorry for taking you a long time. I hope another time we can lecture more on
No,
this.
your time,
Thank you.
the time you took, the time you exhausted is worth it. You are actually teaching our people, and I am going to make another time available for you to go ahead and educate more, to give our people more education on that. But
Thank you.
right after this, I am going to now we are going to talk to the public. Everything that you can give to the public, the Biafrans all over the world, the lovers of freedom, home and abroad. I want you to talk to them at your own discretion. And now you have like 3 minutes to talk to them. I think since the fire is burning with the Lion King, the floor is still yours. Go ahead.
Okay, are you starting with me?
Yes, go ahead. You have like 3 minutes to address Biafrans. Anything that is in your mind you want to inform Biafrans about, you can go ahead and tell them. If it is education you want to give them, you can go ahead and render it to them. The floor is yours. You have 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. Using this opportunity to address some people that I had an encounter recently. They're saying, why are you calling Mazen Kano a savior? Look, when somebody saves you out of situation, the person automatically is your savior. It is important for us to understand this. We have a situation in Nigeria, and I'm going to say this now, so I always mention it. Absolutely. The fact of the matter is that it will not go on. That country will not go on. It will implode. You know why? Because there is no structure. I'm using that opportunity as well to touch to some of our people who are fighting the structure, our leader. Sorry, it's already night where I am. The structure of our leader, that the structure he left behind. The reason why Nigeria is not working is because of there is no working structure in Nigeria. Let me give us an example. If you build a massive tower, a mansion looking big, nice, but the foundation is completely cracked and destroyed. If you like, put Almaco, beautiful design, nice roof, beautiful paint or curtains, why the foundation is broken and the pillars are shattered, it will implode eventually. So the beautiful design you put in on top is just a temporal look. You understand? So now the issue that we have in our hand is that we are, unfortunately, in a country that is like a giant tower. It looks like big, but the foundations are dangerously cracked. I was watching an interview the other day where a commissioner of police, if I'm right, who is in Lagos, but from somewhere in the north, saying that if somebody, an Igbo man who bought a land next to him, builds it, he will kill him. That he's not guaranteeing his safety. People are complaining. It is truth. That is the reality. Because what these people believe is not what these other people believe. So I'm encouraging Biafrans all over the world. God has chosen you people to be the liberator of the nations within Nigeria. Biafrans, you're not fighting for yourself alone. You're fighting for Udua, you're fighting for Arewa, you're fighting for Fulanis. They don't know, but eventually they will know. How are you fighting for them? You know what they don't know. You know that states don't work. You know that only nations work. The only nations that work, where our Ada Biafra is in Dubai. I don't know why her network is playing like this. There is also one culture over there. Can you guys still hear me? Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So now, to round up this, I'm addressing our politicians now and our leaders. Because you can't fix Nigeria. I heard you people are preparing for 2020. Whosoever you put in there will fail because the structure is not there. So the problem you having at the moment is not even the individual. It is the structure. When the structure is bad, even if you like, go and bring Obama and put there, he will fail. If you get the engine of Keke na Pepe and put it in a car that is looking nice, you send the driver to go and compete in Formula One race, he will fail because something is wrong. So we are having a train with engine of Keke na Pepe, and you are shouting at the driver, why are you not moving the train fast? Why is the train not moving fast? The engine is the constitution, is the structure of a state. And nobody will fix Nigeria. Nobody, absolutely nobody. I'm sorry to say like this. Until we realize that those who come to colonize us know very clearly that states don't work. Amalgamations don't work. The only thing that works is nation. India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, they went through all this. At a stage, they decided, no, this can't work. You don't know what I know. You don't believe what I believe. Beautifully, let's part way. I believe in the unity of Africa, in the oneness of Africa. That will be achieved when all these nations form separate nations. Biafra nation, Ariwa nation, Odua nation. You go to other countries. You go to Ghana because they're also going to struggle. You go to Senegal. Ask yourself, why is it only in Africa there is restlessness, there is there is war, there is all these protests, everything? Because nations are forced to be together. So Biafrans, our freedom shall come. And the moment our freedom comes, the rest of other nations will realize all this we've been talking. We're not talking for ourselves, for God's sake. We are talking for the entire Africa. Can you look around? Why is troubles always in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, in Congo Republic? Why are they not progressing? You get different states, different nations with different ideas. You force them together without a functional constitution. Let me also surprise our people. I'm sorry talking too much, but I'm going to round up. I don't know if my 3 minutes is gone.
Right.
I should continue? Thank you. Anytime a Nigerian president wants to run for an office, he goes to Chantal House in London to campaign. Has every Nigerian ever asked themselves, why do they go to Chantal House to campaign? That is not my topic of today. Because what we are trying to do when we say we're going to get Biafra, when Biafra comes, people will see how a real country is run. When there will be rule of law, they will see the speed of development. Then other people will learn. But our problem, let me tell us as well, our problem is not the Arewa. Our problem is not the Fulani. Our problem is the Britain that amalgamated Nigeria. Arewa might be, Fulani might be thinking we are the problem. They are not our problem. Do you think Fulani can stand Biafra in a war for 1 month? Do you think so? I don't think so. They are not our problem. Our problem is when we can take our battle to where it is, get Britain to say, we know what you know. Why is it Britain is letting Scotland have their own, what they call it, parliament, island, all of them separate. They're not forcing them. Even they are speaking the same language. Their dress code is the same. The culture and belief is the same. But they know there is little discrepancies. That is why Germany is not together. All these nations in Europe, do you know their population is way lower than Africa? They force us to be in one country from now to 100 years until we die. Nigeria will not progress. Anybody coming in will fail. So we are not speaking for ourselves. Please, Fulani people, save yourselves by listening to us, Biafrans. Urudua people, save yourselves by listening to us, Biafrans. Come together and let the Westerners know that we know what they know. We know that what they have forced on us cannot work. So to all the Biafrans all over the world, in conclusion, do not give up. Do not relent. Do not stop. Stay steady. Support Nnamdi Kanu. supporting Nnamdi Kanu. At this moment, he is your phoenix. You don't have another. And there cannot be another until the job of this phoenix ends. There was no other Ojukwu when he was there. I wanted to say, was the tribe, but his phoenix disappeared and left him and was reborn in Afaruku. He was reborn there. A phoenix exists once. When a phoenix is leading, there cannot be a second phoenix. It doesn't matter what you know. So I'm telling other people who are trying to tamper the structure, to call yourself whatever you're calling yourself, there cannot be two phoenix at a time. Wait for the job of this phoenix to end. And I feel that this phoenix is restoring Biafra. So let everybody stay. The moment Biafra comes, come, join in, be a lover of freedom, and we build a country together. I don't think there is any, next time we can go further on this. I've taken too much of our time talking too much today. May God bless Biafra. May God bring Nnamdi Kanu out soon. And do not relent. I encourage our lawyers, please apply all the techniques you can. You've won the battle already, our lawyers. But these people are confused. They don't even know what they're doing. And let me tell the people leading, let me conclude. You holding this guy, you are holding Nigeria down. The freedom of this guy is a freedom of Biafra and is a freedom of every other nation within Nigeria. Nigeria will not work. Thank you very much and God bless you all.
Thank you very much for that. I like what you said. You hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You are holding Nigeria down. Of course. Thank you very much for that, wonderful analysis. So I am going to invite Mr. Anonymous, but before I invite Mr. Anonymous, there is a video I want to play before I invite you to take over the floor. This video, I saw it making round on social media. I want to confirm the authenticity of this video if you know about it, which is this video, the military were being deployed into Biafra land. Yes.
No. Army are surrounded everywhere. My time is good. Army are surrounded everywhere. They are now entering house by house, entering house to house. That as I'm talking to you now, I still know Muduru Bamia. I am across all the good. Ejihoko line up now where they have circulated all over the whole army everywhere. And right as I speak, how can you put Ndame na Yisa Hanata? So only God can save us. Everybody pass information. Pass information till it gets to everybody in the platform. There's no more peace in Ata. Thank you and God bless you all.
Because in Kabia could trend Dimo states, Wogane Chineke Mele and Dimo states in Muma, Bikono. Only want a message because Tosawarani and Dimo states. Chineke Mele Yamene, woman Alibo, Guinea and Yemen Henka, on week Jikari Alimo State, and a Buzuru Makanagacha secondary school, primary school, we're going to say. A zero maniele bununo. Iwana wele bununo. Rocha Sokroche ele bununo, Hakeme ele bununo. Ele bununo. A making head or Hebe Kununo. Captain Ehana cho somebody ele bununo. Captain Ehana cho ele bununo. Getting a many more states, India Moshigele Bununo, Ele Bununo. Omajo lo Batarego Begragebe Kununo, Omashim for 11, them for 11 Bununo. Bierium Biere Bununo, Imo states Ele Bununo, MB Sele Bununo. Elendo Dogunona be Selendo Dogulilenona, MB Senambano, Ele Bununo, getting a many more states. Obibiasin and Dear Bununo. Getting a many more states, we're going to Kuroku. Anama watching them, Eso hitting Elebununo. Elebununo, he can do Taji Dabata. He can't have a Tranimo state, Elebe you Timo states in oil. Ninja by Lebununi, Swele Bununoye. He can do Taji Dabata. akwa arịrị ejule ndị mmadụ anya n'Imo steeti akwa arịrị ejule ndị nne na nna anya elebe unu nọ gịnị na-eme n'Imo steeti unu agbachi nkịtị gịnị ka a na-achị ọchịchị ihe nke a ndị amị na-abata n'Imo steeti tụwa mmadụ egbe gbatuo ya enwe ihe na-emenụ gịnị ka unu na-eme gịnị ka unu ọgbara ndị amị nkịtị egbe ma elebe unu nọ akwụnu nwe ala ụmụ agwọ elebe unu nọ akwụnu nwe ala Obrinze elebe unu nọ ụmụ agwọ na egbe ma elebe unu nọ ọma n'elu elebe unu nọ elebe unu na-ewezi ndị amị na-arụ ewezi ndị Igbo na-ewu n'ọrụ asị na ewezi ndị Igbo rụghị amị enwezi ndị Igbo na-arụ amị enwezighị ndị Igbo nọ n'amị mgbe ndị amị gbatụrụ nwa n'unu unu atụwakwa onye ahụ egbe gbatuo ya mgbe ahụ ọwa amị na amị agbatuo ugbo ruru ụmụaka ndị aka ha dị ọcha asị na edowere ya Chineke ka ọ dịwara Chukwu chefuo na-ewere ihe mmadụ ga-emete mgbe ahụ ebuso ya mgbe ahụ hei elee ebe gịnị dakwasịrị ndị Igbo ya esowe ike o setiri ihe adịghị gaa na Port Harcourt ị gaghị esigo otu ahụ egbu mmadụ mana mgbe ọ chọrọ igbu egbu ebe ọ gawara n'ala Igbo obi Igbo gịnị dakwasịrị Igbo ihe nke a kedu ndị chiga ndị Igbo kedu ndị bubatara ọnwụ ike niile a unu ga-atakwa ahụhụ ya o oge ya na-abịa ebe ndị yutu onye ọbụla chụga ego onye ọbụla werele obi ya tinye n'ego ndụ a na-ala n'iyi asọlị ndị ala Imo steeti agbala Imo steeti niile okirikiri onye ọbụla gba nkịtị jichinụ na ike o metara nụ njeje biko na ihe nke a bịakwutere ndị Imo steeti wụ gịnị Chineke melee ihe ndị Imo steeti mere omume a biko nụ onye nweta meseji a biko tụsawara na ndị Imo steeti.
So I am going to leave it here. Before we proceed, our number is on the line in case if you want to call in. Like I told you, come with your difficult question. We are going to answer you. I am going to paste the link as well on the comment section. If you want to join us on the live chat, you can click on the link. You join us on the live chat. So I am going to give you the floor, Mr. Anonymous, to say your mind and everything, anything at all that you want to say to Biafrans all over the world with regards to what we have talked about, anything that is in line with the freedom of our nation, as well as the freedom of everybody in the zoo. Please come on board and give us your take. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lion King, my leadership. Thank you very much, Ada Biafra, all the way from Dubai. And wonderful thank you very much to Judge Money, the anchor man. Honestly, I want to appreciate the Biafrans all over the world, the listeners, wherever you are listening from, those who are watching us from anywhere. I want to appreciate you. It has been a very long interview, 2 hours and 10 minutes, and there are more than 10 minutes as the case may be. I want to appreciate you people, and I want to assure you that we'll come back again and again until Biafra comes. Judge Money, I want to say I have granted interviews in many platforms, but I want to commend you for a very stable and reliable platform. You welcome both the good, bad, and ugly, and that is what it should be. Those who are criticizing, they are free to come and criticize. Those who are commending should come and commend. And that is what I have seen about your platform. I commend you for that. I appreciate the fact that you interviewed our lawyer, Barrister Ifeanyi, the undisputable legal leader. I appreciate you for interviewing him, and I appreciate you for interviewing us today. The leadership of Biafran Eagles worldwide. We are eagles. We are not like every other bird. God created eagles special. They can be miles away Their eyes are so focused to their plea and they will dive and get it. They never miss. And that is what we are. We have been in existence for a very long time. We are quiet. We are dedicated. We study people. It was after studying our leader, Mazen Nandekalu, that we found out that he was clearly ordained by God at this point in time. And that is why you can see all equals without one person going against are solidly behind him. I want to advise our brothers, my very good friend, Simon Ekpa. He was a very good friend. I enjoyed his interview sometime and recommended to our leader that he should come on board and interview him. And we were the instrument why he was even called. I want to advise him today. We still have chance to change the narrative. Simon Ekpa, I enjoyed his. He is doing the wrong thing. A lot of Biafrans are dying in his hands. It is I will never support it. And I know he's listening to me. If he's not listening, his followers are listening. Nobody is fighting you. Nobody will even fight you. You are a Biafran. You are only a misled Biafran. You love money more than the struggle. That is why you are doing what you are doing. And you don't care if our boys are dying, what you are doing. You give them peanuts, you command them to go out, mostly on Mondays, to go and stop people when they are not this, and they are being killed. And they killed their fellow Igbos. It is wrong. You still have time to change and make it to a U-turn now. All his followers, I don't know where he's driving at, what is his aim. It is the evil government of Nigeria today. Mazen Nandekalu are the spokesman of the Biafran nation. So we can have two captains in one boat. We can only have one. But you can have as many disciples as we want. And Jesus had 12, and when he was leaving, he commissioned the 12 and said, go and make more disciples. So we can have many disciples, but we can have only one Jesus. We have only Mazen Nandekalu as today, and he is the leader. Everybody should obey. He left behind the head of to be the head of what we're doing. Those who doesn't want to follow him, they can find another business doing online and not to get.
Sorry, Mr. Anonymous, I want you to go closer to your mic. I think your voice is not coming out clear. Go closer to your mic.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, you are better now.
Thank you very much. I just want to, I don't know that you have not been hearing me. I just want to advise my junior brother to make a U-turn right now. Make a U-turn right now and go back to the DOS, apologize to them, key into the system, be a good disciple of Mazen Nandekalu, so that together we can build a common front to fight our common enemy. And who are our common enemy? Those who refuse to give us our independence. Anybody that refuses to give Biafrans independent are our common enemy. When we get Biafra, everything will follow. So I'm encouraging him. You still have time. Let him stop all this blackmail, calling names and all that. It will not change anything because government of Nigeria will never look in your direction. Don't forget, Asare Dakubo declared a sovereign nation, had his own government. He's in Nigeria. He created all kind of government, even made Uche Mefo the head of one of his government. But what happened? The government did not even notice that he has done that because, as a matter of fact, Asare Dakubo does not exist in the list of the people who are going to trouble Nigeria. If he comes out naked, nobody will see him dancing naked. But Nnamdi Kanu will be in his bedroom changing his clothes. The whole world will see him naked. So they should join hands come around our leader, the most honest, transparent leader I have ever seen. An Igbo man with a different, an Igbo man who has no love for money, an Igbo man who is always focused, an Igbo man who doesn't look at those who criticize him, an Igbo man who doesn't listen to gossip. He is always focused, his eyes is on the ball. A man who is in prison but is smiling because looking at what is ahead is the hope of the suffering he's suffering today. Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. We shall all see Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra.
And Biafra will hail thee. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There was a caller that called. You can call again now. Those who want to call, you can call again now. Okay, the caller is already here. The caller on the line, your name and where you are calling from.
Good morning. How are you? From London.
Okay, Mazeze, you say you are calling from where?
London.
Okay, go ahead, Mazeze. Thank you.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Today, I'm all right. Today, thank you for the good job you are doing. God bless you. God bless you richly. I want to ask your guests, because the way I've been listening from the beginning of the program, the way they are talking, I congratulate them for the job. Also, they are good, because they have stated some acts that they are called Biafra Ego, and they are under the leadership of Martin Amtekano, and they follow the order given by GOS. It's a welcome development. I congratulate them, I thank them, for whatever job they are doing. But there is an area, it seems that they don't really understand what is really happening. Like the last guest who we just spoke now, he was talking about, making peace, or somebody going to GOS to apologize, so that everybody will work together and then we will get Biafra. The point is that the enemies we are fighting are many enemies. And this is not the time for us to talk about making peace with enemies. There are some intelligence or information that have some of you people, you don't have that information, you don't know about it. And then you are speaking from a layman's understanding, or from the level of your understanding of what is going on. Now, the people you are talking about, maybe the autopiloters, is talking about for them to go to GOS to apologize. Number one, everybody you see among the autopiloters, number one, they are enemies of Mazen Namdekano, enemies of Biafran freedom, enemies of, those are the infiltrators. Those are the people who hated Mazen Namdekano that wants him dead. Those are the people who hated GOS, hated IPOB, hated Biafran, that they don't want Biafran to come. So if you are coming to talk about making peace, it means that you don't really even understand what is happening. When you change your mindset and understand what is happening, then you know how to season some of the words, and then you know how to educate our people. I listened to what you people said about sit at home. The sit at home, you confirm that GOS stopped it, and then Biafrans decided to sit at home by themselves. There is no compulsion. GOS or IPOB never instructed anybody, on Mondays to continue sitting at home. And IPOB and GOS never deployed any resources for people to enforce it at home. The same people that are enforcing it at home, causing trouble, extorting money, killing, abduction, harassing our people on all these Monday sit at home. And also those people you say they should come to apologize to EOS. Their hands are soiled with the blood of innocent Biafrans. The reason why they send all those criminals, they sponsor them. They do their own fundraising, calling it maybe Martin Mandicano or Autopilot or ESN or whatever. They sponsor those people. Those are criminals. They send money to them, organize them to go and harass our people. On Monday, the sit at home is not being enforced. IPOB does not enforce any sit at home or to deploy men or resources to force people to sit at home. We don't do that. We don't do that. So when you see those things happening, know that it's those enemies because they formed 6 ESN to infiltrate IPOB. For them to cause trouble, the Nigerian government will think, oh, this is the original Mazen Namdekano's ESN. For them to get, evidence of something to prosecute him. Those people you see today, autopilot, they can come on social media, create all sorts of lies, try to, manipulate our people, try to say all sorts of lies, and you think you and them, because they say our leader, they use, before they make one sentence, they call our leader 10 times. Then you believe that, oh, they are fighting for the release of Mazen and Africano. Oh, they are fighting for the restoration of Biafra. No, my brother, you better, some of you start changing your mindset, towards these people. They are even your worst enemy than even Fulani. We can see Fulani, they come to attack our people in Nigerian uniform. We know that. Then we strategize on how to defend ourselves against this war, the Fulani. But the enemies within, the enemies inside that are shouting, our leader, Mazen Namdekano must come out. We need action, we need action, we need action. Then to confuse, deceive gullible people who does not have enough information. We have to change our mindset to know the enemies we are fighting again.
Okay, the caller, round up. You have, hello, the caller. You have like 30 seconds to round up. Round up. I got your information. Round up.
Thank you, my brother. I've rounded up. I'm about to round up before you say so. So, Judge Money, thank you for what you're doing and your guests. We appreciate your work and we say keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have a guest here also, but before we bring the guest in, I want to tell Biafrans that this is Biafra Ego Worldwide. The leaders of Biafra Ego Worldwide, they are the ones that I have as a guest today. And you should understand they are not on social media. Several times I have told you that a lot of Biafrans are not on social media. They don't know what is going on. They don't know the battle that we are engaging in social media. They don't understand. So everyone is still entitled to their opinion until they understand what exactly is happening on the media street. We are in the forefront. We will be able to, give them that information. So, the Lion King himself, I am going to bring you in. What do you have to say about the caller that just called? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me quickly remind the caller, the people who are here, we are Biafran Eagle. Our duty is to bring all Biafrans together under one umbrella and to redress issues that are not done very well. Who is saying that we don't know what is happening? We know the Biafran Eagles know exactly what transpired, and we know why I said that Simon Ekpa should go and apologize to the leadership of the struggle, Chika. Now, but He sounded as somebody who is part of the issue. When you become a part of the issue, you find it very difficult to see a way to bring solution. We are external body. We are ego. We are looking from far. What we want is one united fight. Whatever you have, use it just like our leader said to bring Biafra. Let Biafra come. We are not interested in your differences. What we are interested in is if you, wherever group you belong, come under the leadership of Mazen Nandekano. They are doing the best there. That's the only thing I can say for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anonymous. The Lion King, what is your take on this?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Thank you so much. The caller, whatever you said, you made a good point. And I want to tell you one thing. When Nelson Mandela, was brought out temporarily from his prison, the then Prime Minister of South Africa, de Klerk, took him to a private home and showed him where fellow blacks we are fighting each other. Nkata Freedom Party, we are fighting ANC. He told them straight away, the trouble is from you. You are the one that is you are the person making them fight each other. So that you want the black people to appear as if they cannot control each other, one another. Now, I'm imploring people, fighting one another at this stage is not helping the struggle. Pointing fingers at this stage is not helping the struggle. Showing who is right and who is wrong at this stage is not helping the struggle. Forget what you're doing. I'm also encouraging those that are trying to fight DOS and the structure. Forget about the fight. Go and deliver Biafra. No problems. We'll thank you. But I want to remind them as well. A movement like Biafran Restoration is one thing that you must have in mind. It is based on instruction, what we call command and control. Very important. The moment the head is not there, the next person that is next in command must be obeyed and respected. Even if he's doing bad, obey and respect him. Challenging him in public is simply telling your opposition and your enemies that you are not united. You don't know what you want really. Very important about this. Anybody attempting to fight the structure that leadership or Onyenduma is in put in place is not helping the struggle whatsoever. Even if you find that there is something that POS are not doing right, continue moving on. Keep your records. Wait for the leader to come out. Then you can voice out in the right places. Going into public to find fault. You don't wash your dirty linen in the public. What do you think your enemy will say? Your enemy will clap for you. Oh, they're doing fine. No, the enemy will celebrate. They will celebrate. They will know that you're not doing fine. So going forward, I encourage the other people that have different structure, different opinion. Do not fight the structure of IPOB. Respect the DOS. Respect the command and control. They call it vertical system of communication. The head instruct the person next in command. The person next in command instruct the next person. The moment you disobey the structure, it is called insubordination. So if you are a lover of Mazen Nandekano, you can fight the structure he put in place. It is that simple. Do not fight the structure of Mazen Nandekano. If you fight his structure, you're fighting him. It is that simple. And I will repeat it again. The reason why Nigeria is struggling is that I can say there is no system in Nigeria, there is no structure. Anybody does anything and get away. That is the problem. So if you people continue, it means you are practicing Nigeria in preference struggle. So obey the rule and order, obey the structure. And please, even if somebody is disobeying, don't go fighting that person in public. I beg you. Because the enemy will celebrate when we fight each other. So for us, For brother Simon Ekpa, this is the first time I've mentioned your name in public. I must tell you something very good. From when you were speaking, when they connected you to interview our leader and everything, I like everything. But you should know more than you are doing right now. That when you are against a structure set by the person you said you're following, you are not following that person properly. For instance, if you're a Christian, for instance, right now, and you don't say, do what Bible say, and you're not a Christian, that is the structure of Christianity. The structure of IPOB is obey the next in command. So if you go to challenge the next in command, accuse him in the public, you are against the struggle, you are against the person you say you're following. This is a brotherly advice. If you honestly know the best way to get Biafra, do it, but don't challenge the structure you claim that you are defending. I don't know if I have captured the advice the young man is looking for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we have somebody that just joined us, Chisom Ejikeme. Chisom Ejikeme, I want you to have the floor. You have 2 minutes because we have some callers on the line. You have 2 minutes to give us your opinion. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, good morning, Biafrans. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope my voice is coming out clear.
Loud and clear. The whole world is listening.
Okay, my name is Chisom Ejikeme. My own opinion here is that about the issue you just raised now, or the issue the anonymous, I will use that 2 minutes. They have something that Gowan says after the war. Gowan said that had he been he couldn't have used rifle, bullets for Biafrans. He could have gave them money. That he couldn't have shared blood. And that word is very, very bad for him to use that word. And they capitalized on that word. When our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out, they say, Obasanjo say, forget about him. When they give him money, he will go in like other people. But they now see another different Igbo man, another different Biafrans. And these people still capitalize on that issue. That they should give money. When they see that the money cannot solve, they start using gun and bullets. Using gun and bullets and all their agreement that to hold who, when you hold the person, the disciples will do what? We scatter. Joe Iboko said it. And how would they get this? A ninja can get a ninja. They now flood people into IPOB, thinking they are doing good with us. We don't know, no. Those people are mods. From there, they now plan and do what? Kidnap our leader. Kidnapping, I don't want to go. After kidnapping our leader, and this young man may come out. If had he been they kill Opa Biaseka after the war, I don't think that saboteurs can give birth to all these people we are seeing today. People like former Ohaneze Ndibo president John Nyawodo. The father is saboteur. And after the war, the rich people in Biafra land are the saboteurs. And this generation again, they want to start it. On my own, there is nothing like forgiveness. When we talk about peace, I don't think there is anything peace in revolution. There's nothing like peace.
Again. Okay. While we are waiting for him, make your conclusion. You have 30 seconds, Chisom Ejikeme, before we bring the caller on the line. Make your conclusion.
My conclusion is that any betrayer should be treated as a betrayer. Then other people will learn. Because when we continue forgiving, we are not going anywhere. When you see a betrayer, keep him aside. Because Pharaoh were meant for destruction. And Pharaoh destroyed himself. Thank you. for now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The caller on the line, your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Rita. I'm calling from Germany.
You are calling from Germany.
Exactly.
Rita, go ahead.
Yeah, the other call that called is like you didn't remember him. He's one of the media warriors. His name is Ezage. So the person that was correcting him, was saying that it's like he's part of the problem. No, what he is saying is that the Simon that people are talking about is not in IPOB. Are you getting it?
Yes.
That's the aspect that he's going to, that Simon is not an old member of IPOB. So going to DOS to go and apologize, it's just as if someone that is not into the struggle going to talk about the struggle, something like that. That's the aspect I understand that he's going to. Again, I want to ask a question. The Lion King, something Biafra. This one now, is it another structure in IPOB or is it the same thing with IPOB? Because I can remember that I was hearing that Nigerian government said that they will make another, they will create another structure in IPOB. So this one now that is coming up, another Lion Guinea Biafra. I don't understand that one. Is it another? My question is it another structure in IPOB? Because I understand that they are alleged with IPOB. They are working with the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know if you understand my question.
Yes, I understand your question. Okay, before we handle that question, I want to take you back. I want to play a video of what the Biafra Ego, how they represented their organization during the burial of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's parents. Let me bring you back to it before we get to that question. So, I will bring in this video before we get to that question. So if you are watching your screen, this was the the Biafra Eagle in the family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu coming for their condolence visit, for the burial of our leader's parents. This is the Biafra Eagle presenting to you. Let me play that video.
I had one over today. Let's say cover and carry. Can you? I'm on.
Oye, ya to fan boy, ya no candio para quitar. Ya caronta.
And then I have different worldwide. Then now for those season now.
Hold on. Are you watching the program?
To be led by Lion King.
Okay, hold on.
Lion King. Before now you couldn't make Nnamdi Kanu. I now for the season. I on Facebook, on internet, on WhatsApp. We do this campaign to support him. He's our patron and our legal man. Now for that in 89, I'll go to America. I'm for the Korean. He's America. Look at mine. I lose a put if you're chat. But there was Simba. No man have one. I got put now. I suppose that is the second one. So, I can get have a different egos worldwide. As soon as you see it, if I'm alone, I
Okay, I am going to leave it here. I will invite Lion King. Please, the floor is yours. I want you to answer the caller. He is asking, is this Biafra Ego under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Because we have touched on that. I think the caller just arrived. Please touch on that again.
Please give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Thank you very much.
Hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. The Lion King himself, wait, I think she want to add something towards our question so that you will give her a conclusive answer. Go ahead, the caller. The caller on the line, are you there? Go ahead. You are breaking up. You are breaking up.
Judge Money, let me answer her. Maybe she can come back with her question later.
Okay, I think call again with your question. You don't have a clear network. Call back again. The Mr. Anonymous, you can have the floor.
Yeah, thank you. My coordinator is back. Let me say something quickly before my coordinator takes it from there. Just like you said, the lady came back, joined the program. She didn't join from the beginning. The caller, can you listen to me? This is not a new group. Biafran Eagles has been there for over 7 years. You can calculate the time the struggle started. Biafran Eagle has been there for over 7 years. And our leader is Lion King. And when the Eagle watched those on the line who are in the front of the struggle and found our leader worthy, the whole Biafran Eagles started supporting our leader, Mazin Nandikalu. Secondly, every one of us in Biafran Eagle are members of the IPOB. We have our families and we belong to our families who pay our dues. So it's not a new body in IPOB. It's not a new body. But our duty basically is to look into if there is anything going wrong. We are like a bridge between any side that is going wrong or there is a crisis and see how best we can bring them together. Somebody, my brother here said that when somebody is a sabotage, you deal with him in that one. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. As me, and as a member of IPOB, I agree with you. But as a member of Biafran Eagle, who find a peaceful ground to unite the warring factions, because we need to work together to get this Biafra. If we get the Biafra tomorrow, every one of us will be in Biafra. Every one of us. That's why I see it. So my leadership, Lion King, you can take it from here.
The Lion King, take the floor. Take the floor. We have many callers on the line. Let's make it brief.
Okay.
We have many callers on the line.
All right, thank you very much. Quickly, look, we obey the structure of IPOB and we support the structure of IPOB, but then the issue is this: we will not watch and see people, we will not entertain infighting because it is not helping the structure. If you know that somebody has built a solid structure and the person is going through predicaments, then you realize that some group just started fighting another group. It is definitely affecting the structure. So this is where we want to come in, if necessary, to say, stop this battle. It is not helping the leader, Oyendu. It is not helping Biafra. It is not helping the structure in place. We know who is in charge, DOS. Respect their orders, respect the things they're doing, support them wherever necessary. If you go against them, you are against the structure. And if you go against the structure, you are against the leader and you are against the struggle of Biafra restoration. Finally, I said it over and over again, for those that are fighting DOS, at a time there is a phoenix. Until that phoenix is out of position, there cannot be a dual phoenix. We have a phoenix now. He is Oyenduma Nnamdi. Please, calm down whatever you're doing, support the structure he left in place. You cannot say you're supporting Mazen Nnamdi and fighting his structure. So Biafra Eagle is towing this direction. I don't know if I addressed the caller.
So the caller, you have 30 seconds to conclude. You are now back on mic.
Yeah, since Martin Carlos is aware of the structure, that's not a big thing. It's not a problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have another caller on the line. The caller on the line, your name and where you are calling from. Go ahead, Chukwuemeka. You are not coming out clear. You are not coming out clear. We are having a lot of calls. Yes, go ahead. No, I cannot hear you. You are not coming out clear. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I said somebody was saying that those people that are offending the POS, that they should go and apologize. You know, the main thing is that these people, they have not accepted they are doing the wrong thing. They have never accepted they are doing the wrong thing. They have proven themselves to be right. And what they are doing has caused many deaths. Since they started this thing, many people have died. Even people that started listening to them going against this struggle. You see? So I don't think there is any forgiveness for them because they know what they are doing. They are deliberately doing it to destroy something, and they keep on doing it. They have attacked every member, everybody, even the family of our leader. They have attacked everybody. So for me, I don't see. It's not. I don't see. In fact, for me, I will not even forgive them. I will never forgive them. So that's what I want to contribute. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the caller on the line. Now I want to say something with regards to all this. The fellow Biafrans all over the world, I want to inform you and that Biafra Ego is a group that is also promoting the activities of this struggle under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And having me been in this media front, knowing what has been transpiring in the media front, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Biafra Ego, they are not in the media front. They are entitled to their own opinion as well. Being me, and I'm also entitled to my opinion. What I can say with regards to all this shenanigan, and with regards to those who call themselves the Edu Nation, Autopilot, I can categorically make it clear to all of you that they do not mean any good to this struggle. They do not mean any good to this struggle. Number one, they refuse to obey the command and control. They started pointing fingers, saying that all Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's family should be killed, should be chased away from Biafra land because they sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, of which we have many evidence to back it up, many videos to back it up. You know, they have talked against our legal team. They are making the caller on the line. I will put you on speaker. Just hold on. They are making a lot of allegations against the leadership of IPOB, against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and his family. So there are many things that they have done that we that are in media front, hearing them every day, knowing that Nigeria government is conducting their investigation on social media. They are doing everything to make sure that they see this IPOB as people who are not serious or people who does not know what they want. They are also building a militia group, hijack IPOB account, raising fund in the name that they are supporting ESN, telling people not to donate into the account, emergency account provided by DOS, since they have hijacked the main account. Now, having seen all this, I don't think that these people mean any good towards this, Biafra struggle. and we are going to continue countering them until they, they remove the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the name of IPOB and promote their agenda, because I believe they have their agenda, and there is something about they have their initiator, they have their agenda. Let them remove the name of IPOB, remove the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, promote their activities, form their militia wings. Anything they want to do, they can do it. We are not against, we are not going to be against them. But in as much as they are using the name of this struggle to constitute nuisance that is getting our people killed, that is making the world to see us as a joke, they are the enemy of this struggle. And I can categorically tell you today that these people, they are not far from, knowing what exactly transpired against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I am judging based on their activities. So anybody can counter my opinion. This is my personal opinion on this. So the caller on the line, your name and where you are calling from.
Hello, good evening, George.
Good evening.
Yeah, I heard you beginning of name. I'm calling from Switzerland.
Go ahead.
Okay, I thank you everybody there. But you can see that I've been calling for a while because I want to. Am I coming out there?
Go ahead, the whole world is listening.
Yeah, because there is some intermittency there. I have been trying to get a hold of you because I have some voices from your forum, from your platform, whom I don't believe they understand what we are doing. This is IPOB. And a lot has happened since the inception. And the last thing IPOB would admit at the moment is another mushroom fraction popping up from nowhere. IPOB is an identity. IPOB is a mindset. IPOB is a way of life. So I expect every IPOB member or whomever that claims to be IPOB member to abide with that ideology that makes you IPOB. Where am I going? I have two voices in your platform just for some few minutes ago trying to be politically correct in freedom fighting. That is not IPOB. IPOB is an ideology. You have to stand put on that ideology. We do not want to bother work here. We are not looking for friends. We are with people who are with us. Somebody said their responsibility is to make peace within the family. Yes, it is correct. That could be possible. Only but these people are infiltrators. They are not a part of the family. He has to understand that first. These people are not a part of the family. What they are more. There is no need calling them, even trying to make peace with them, because they are your number one enemy. They are the household enemy. My brother, please, throw that from your mind. These people are not part of us. They are contracted to kill us, to destroy IPOB foundation. My brother, please, change the narrative. If you are somehow unintented doing that, please change the narrative. This is what I want to contribute to people. Please, don't money, change this narrative. These people are infiltrators. They are not a part of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, the caller. Thank you very much. I am going to give you the platform, Lion King. I see you have something to say. You can go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Judge Money, and thank you, the last speaker. Let me tell you something. When you are in this kind of struggle and you found out you have an infiltrator, if you go to public to fight him in the public, you are giving him strength. Remember and hear this very clearly. If you honestly realize that this person now has infiltrated you and battling you in public. If you take the battle to him in public, you are causing more trouble. We have to treat this struggle like we are hunter that has been sitting on top of a tree for decades. Our body has taken the shape of the tree. Our complexion has taken the complexion of the tree. Mosquito and ants are biting us. We are aiming something to shoot. We now have that particular animal under our radar, within our radar. Now there is a distraction of a tiny noise outside. If we forget about what we're aiming and focus on that particular noise to engage that noise, we'll have trouble. I suggest two things. Ignore and continue aiming and shoot to kill, or turn the barrel of your gun from what you're aiming to distract an animal and shoot to kill. I don't know if you understand the axiom that I put in place now without talking any further. If we go to public always, this person that person that, there is something or barrier where you bring your person low to the level of the person, your person down to the level of your distractor. You just start getting rumble in the mud. If this person is a distractor, if identified as a distractor, the ego shall convene. I don't want to talk any further on this, but I encouraging anybody that is listening to me, Mazen Nadi kind of put up a structure. If you don't follow that structure, you go against that structure, you're not for Mazen Nandikano. Simple. After him is DOS. When DOS gives instruction, you disobeying it, you're not for Mazen Nandikano. That's simple. I'm not going to waste unnecessary energy engaging in calling people names, promoting them. I'm not going to do that. But if you are for Nandikano, he has a structure. Don't disobey that structure. If you find anything wrong with this structure, wait for him to come out. Tell him that this is what you're finding wrong. But like our brothers that are now fighting the structure of the IPOB, going against DOS, I'm sorry for them, honestly. Big sorry. Because maybe they're thinking this Phoenix will have problem, will not come out. But it's coming out. And the truth will be open. We shall know who is who. But I so I don't want to speak further so that I don't give unnecessary strength to people that are fighting the structure. If you are for IPOB, follow the structure. However, if the person we are suspecting has become an infiltrator, and it means he's deep in us, he knows a lot. You understand? So you treat him carefully. When your infiltrator knows too much, you use your brain and treat him carefully. You go into the public and say, he's an infiltrator. He comes to you and say, you are the bad person. I'm the bad person. You are the good person. The enemy is celebrating. The enemy is winning. So I think there is need for different kind of people also to get to ego nest. And because after the new court, if we don't have anything fine, the ego shall gather again. I don't want to talk any further. We'll leave it at that because there are certain things you can't speak in the public. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I am going to bring in Anonymous. There is a comment here. Ekpa said, the ego man must immediately apologize to IPOB by mentioning Simon Ekpa to make peace with DOS. Uchamofo didn't destroy IPOB. How much more of a dwarf somewhere in Finland who can't near our DOS office? So I am bringing the Mr. Anonymous. The floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you, my brother, the Judge Money. Okay, publicly, I want to apologize to the angry Biafran who actually doesn't like what my...
We are losing you there. We are losing you there.
Can I come in there? Can I come in there quickly?
Come in, please, while we are waiting for him to rejoin.
Okay. I don't know if I'm the one that said to make peace. You understand? I think I've mentioned Ekpa once. I don't like
Hello?
mentioning people name because it's giving the
Okay.
people strength. So I never
Okay.
said anybody should. Okay, go ahead.
Let's
Yeah,
give him. Yeah. Go ahead.
you know, my leader, Lion King, apology too to you for mentioning them. But let me say this: we are eagles, and we can't change from who we are and what we stand for. But apologies to anybody who doesn't like my mentioning the young man in this platform. Apologies to you. So I hope you are forgiven. But at the same time, it's my personal. It's not the decision of the egos. It's my personal opinion that EPA should apologize to the DOS, the head of DOS, so that they can work together as all Biafrans and have a common front. It's a personal opinion. I wasn't speaking for the Biafran ego. I was speaking as a person, you know. But then I have apologized. So, Lion King, my leader, I hope I'm forgiven. Church money, you have. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have a guest here, the priest of peace. The priest of peace. I want to. Okay, I am going to unmute you now. Let me address what we have people who are civilized people here. In the name of Biafra Ego, we are not ignorant people. So I hope you Biafrans accepted his apology, but you shouldn't forget that everybody is entitled to their personal opinion. I hope you have accepted his apologies. So before we go to the priest of peace, there is a caller on the line. The priest of peace, you can come in and give us your opinion. The caller on the line, I will put you on mic soon. Hold on. Priest of peace, the floor is yours. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me clearly? Because it looks like it's echoing.
Not you. Not you. The caller. Not you. Not you. Hold on. The caller. Hold on. Yes. Priest of peace, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much, George Money. I think I've called once on your platform, and I said one thing that I hope that the devil will not enter you. You are doing a good job. That aside, I want to make a point. Our point to one direction. 4 days after Mazi was kidnapped last year. I don't like to mention names. I've made it clear that I am not going to mention that guy's name in Finland because he doesn't want mentioning. He was wearing a yellow shirt and a cap. And he said he's broadcasting from a hotel in a different place. I have been trying to get that broadcast, but I haven't been able to find that broadcast. And he did that for like 3 days when the situation was there because of the rendition of Mazen Nandekano. And I discovered one thing. If we begin to trace, we will find out that that young man there in Finland knows what happened. The people that he was working with know that Mazi was rendered to Nigeria. And he ran faster than his shadow. Because what is happening now is what I told him while he was broadcasting. Because like I said, I gave him a tape, an interview that I did a year plus ago. when Mazi was threatened to be killed by Tony Nade. I have 2 hours of tape. And this man went and, doctored that tape. And when I told him what he did, he said I should come on his platform. Some of us that are here in the US, we have work we do. We are not jobless people. And I told him I will be at work. And by the time I had an hour of break to come on his tape, on his show, he kicked me out and he refused to bring me on his broadcast to prove him wrong. So anybody that is listening, now I want to make this clear for people who are listening to you. This guy has used what I call reverse psychology on our people. And it is only a gullible that will listen to him. And now the last statement he made, that nobody is going to listen to somebody who is in DS dungeon. I mean, I asked him the last time, said, Simon, sorry, I don't want to call his name, but I've called his name. I said, my brother, to what end are you doing this? Do you want to take over DOS? He said, no, it's not about leadership. I said, what is it about then? If it is not about leadership, what it is? If you say it's not about leadership, but you are calling that the leadership is doing this, is doing that, is doing this, it is all about the leadership. It means you want to take that leadership. You went and broadcast that you are going to take over from Mazen Nandekano. Who the heck? Who are you to say that? I was so furious, and I've come on his platform many times. Do you know when I stopped going to his platform? I stopped going to his platform when I came back from Nigeria for a trip from Nigeria last year in August. I stopped listening to him. I completely blocked out from his platform because I was part of the people that built that platform for him. He can't even sacrifice that platform for us. But what he's using that platform to do is to create chaos and killing our people. And our people doesn't even understand that this guy has used reverse psychology on them. Now he has a voice of Biafra. I was telling somebody that he told me on his platform that they are gathering people, media group that will challenge the DOS. You see, he has changed his narrative from Nigeria to us, not any other person, but us, the Igbos. That guy's name, mark it. I am a priest. I want to tell you on this platform, I am a priest, real. You haven't seen my face before, but it's good that I'm not showing my face here. But I want to tell you this. That guy's name will be obliterated from the annals of the Igbo race. He will never be found 1 inch. His efforts will mark to nothing because he has soiled his hand. He has soiled the lives. He has destroyed the life of our people. He has confused our people. And people are still listening to him. I want to tell you, those that are listening to him, I want to call them the deplorables. That is what they are. Because they don't know, they don't have common sense. They say common sense is not common. So anybody that is coming up to tell you, because I asked him, one day, if you can have your own platform, I will support you. Bring your own structure, but don't go and destroy the structure somebody has put in place. This structure was built on the tears and blood of our people. And you haven't sacrificed even your platform. That's your platform. You have not sacrificed an iota of it. And you're disrespecting the lives of those that have died. You are disrespecting the tears of our people. You have disrespected the suffering of our people. And anybody that is listening to you will be tied you. Time is coming. you will come back in shame, because what you are serving now is the Nigerian government. It is not for the interest of our people. It is not for the interest of those who are crying. It is not for interest of justice, but for your own interest. And at the end of the day, how did they say it? Chicken must come to roast. This is what I have to say now. Thank you so much. I have to run
Thank you,
along.
the priest of peace. Thank you, the
Shiki,
priest
my
of peace.
brother, keep doing what you're doing, and God will strengthen you as every other person that is championing and saying things that our people need to hear. Thank you so much. God bless you, and have a good day. Bye.
He said, thank you very much, the priest of peace. The Biafra heard you loud and clear. So before I go to you, Chisom Ejikeme, we have a caller on the line. He's calling from, I think, okay, he will tell us where he's calling from. The caller on the line, your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon, Black Money. I thank everybody that is enjoying this program. You people are so great. My name is Mazude. I'm calling from United States of America, New York. Thank you. Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
My brother and sisters, you guys are doing perfectly well, because you guys are a human being and with a conscience. But some of our people have sold their conscience. You know, this some people will be, because thank God for you. You have a lot of records, because in the day of judgment, they will say everybody to bring their, the record. If I may ask our people and our Igbo and our Biafrans, how did we get here about this drama that this guy that stay in Finland that is doing? This is just when they kidnapped Mazen Nandekano. The Chike Dozim was just waiting patiently to know what happened before it will come to address the Biafra. And then keep pushing this man. Let him just come and say something so that they will hold it against him. And they keep waiting patiently. So before he came to announce what happened, when he get all the files and came to announce what happened to him, they already cooked this story, because this is a very, anybody that is smart, forget about those people that I don't know the kind of milk that they give to them, because they behave like Akora Awosa or Ifi Awosa, some of those people. So when Chike Dozim came and told us what happened to Mazen Nandekano, when he got the information, which how he's supposed to do, they start accusing DOS. DOS sold Mazen Nandekano. DOS do this, DOS, Canon Takano sold Mazen. So, and not knowing that these people have hidden agenda. The hidden agenda is that you are not a member of DOS, you are not a coordinator, you are not even anything. When IPOB attacked Ike at Germany, you were the first person that came and started attacking IPOB. I'm talking about this guy in Finland, because like as our last speaker said, calling him is promoting this guy because he think he has arrived. So now he's the first person that came out to attack the IPOB, that IPOB should not attack. But because he has came, because he's a wolf among the sheep, he has came because of the evil agenda. He's the one now commanding, fire to fire, kill them, leave Mazen Nandekano there until when Biafra march, that is when you're going to release Mazen Nandekano. Because people, these fools are following him, they think he has arrived. So what am I trying to say is that, like I already called on your program and told you about this at home on Monday, because he still think, that is why he went and said, oh, sit at home on Sunday. He still think that Biafra, that he still, they can be able to command Biafra. He don't even know how many years it took Mazen Nandekano to command Biafra. He think Biafra over there is a fool. So if the DOS can come up and call, they are the one that initiated this sit at home. But because of Mazi Chike Dozim, he takes somebody to be a very humble servant. The guy is a humble servant. And that is why those people, they are kneeling on him, because he's so humble to the core. He is so humble, and he believed the oath that he took, that he is going to be humble to Biafra and to person that the brainchild of this movement. Because it's not easy. Even Wafika said it that is one man and they can enter this movement. That is where everyone start hearing Biafra after Odimegu. That is only Mazen and the Kanu that pull to the ear of the world to start talking about Biafra again. So what am I trying to say? You did not respect this man that sacrificed everything. You did not respect this family that sacrificed everything. And you still there talking crap and people are still listening to this guy. POS should go into their room and just make sure they call a meeting to meet all the people, all the market leaders in Biafra land, to talk to them. They are the one that is still in charge. That is why when Mazen and the can is going court, when they come and say sit at home. If Mazen, this Ekpa that is in Finland claim that he can command Biafra, let him say on Sunday, like he was agitating, that on Sunday that people should sit at home, on Tuesday. So the DOS should go to all the market and tell them that we are the one, because this order came from Mazen and the Kanu. It wasn't DOS. The Mazen and the Kanu saw the suffering of our people and said, let our people start doing their business. Because the thing that they have been doing is not adding anything. The lawyer you attack Barrister Joffo that have paid a lot of price. Whatever. The interview you have with the Barrister Joffo, he turned it upside down. He cajoled this man, telling this man that if you come again to address Biafra, we're going to report you to the Nigerian government to tell you that you are one of us now, that you're one of IPOB now. So you should back off from who is this man think he is? That is what I'm asking. Who he think he is? So it is at that time that we should shut him up. What I'm trying to say, shut it up, is that let's sit at home on Monday. Even if DOS want to change it again, let them put it like on Tuesday and forget about this guy, because this guy think he has arrived. If it is about time we start early to shut him down before it will create more chaos in this movement, because he has abused the mind of a lot of people. How did he abuse this mind of people? To start accusing DOL, these people that people have been tested and be trusted. How many years have you been in IPOB? This guy in Finland. If not Mazen and the Canada told people to start listening to you, people help you, and when you see your platform have a momentum, you want to use it like you want to work against somebody that puts food in your mouth. So we are going to make sure that you stop this to be too late, and also there will be a day that will declare to cost every person, to lay a cost, a general cost to anybody that is not doing this fight with a sound mind. Every person that is doing it for his own aggrandizement, that God of those people, that blood of Biafra people, that blood that will kill the massacre in Bridge and some other places in Onisha, in Port Harcourt, in Ugwaja, that those blood should haunt those people, because they are trying to eat the blood money.
You say?
They keep talking about DOS is talking about money. But in the ridiculous 1 month, they have given a 2 donation. Where is this donation going? The account, they are the one controlling the account. They are not in charge of the barristers. My friend got a problem to hire a farm. It's more than 50 million naira, my brother. My friend got a problem. I was trying to organize him a farm. The son told me that the least he could collect is 50 million. DOS is in charge of the legal firm paying this money, and someone or whatever in Finland think he can be able to make so that the
caller on the line, the caller, excuse me, round up.
Okay. If Joffo should stop, whatever Joffo needs, Joffo should come to autopilot. Who the hell do you think it is? So what I'm trying to say is that DOS should come out, do the underground work, not even talking when we talk, we reply. Do underground work to make sure we shut this guy down, because he's doing too much. He's going out of track. And again, he's not even a member of IPOB. So nobody supposed to have a time of this guy, because what he's doing is getting me upset a lot. So, and my prayer is that whoever that is doing this on his own aggrandizement, may the blood of Biafra that have lost their soul haunt that person until his grave in the name of Chico Okobiama. Thank
You
you very
say,
much, my brother.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have another caller on the line. The caller, I will place you on speaker right now. Just give me a second. Before we proceed, I know there is a video I want to show you guys. I want to bring a light to exactly what these people represent, those who call themselves the autopilot you do, and among others. There is a video I want to present to you guys. Then after the video, then we are going to continue. I am going to place this in front. Then let me play this video.
If there's nothing like Biafra anymore. Somebody sent me a clip of what's that guy that used to live Ijele, telling you that Biafra is a
In case if you don't know this woman, this is the Queen of Idu. The Queen of Idu. Why Ekpa in Finland is the King of Idu. This is their Queen of Idu, Idu autopilot. That is the reason why I am bringing them to you, so that you will know what these people, their activities, what it looks like.
That there's nothing like Biafra. That guy is right, because there's nothing like Biafra. Biafra is already ended. Biafra did not destroy us, because light has prevailed over darkness. All the people telling you that Biafra has ended.
What happened to Nnamdi Kalu's supporters? Why?
And the only way it can be made manifest is if we fight it out with our own hands. My people, you have seen it. We have to chase these people out of our land. We have to chase. One of our greatest enemies, I don't care who is crying, the family of Mazin Nandekano. If we don't chase that Emmanuel, that Fulani boy, if we don't chase Kanan Takano, if we don't chase these, you know what? If anybody knows what I'm talking about, they need to come out and say it. Because God cannot show one person. God has shown this to many people. They are the ones that is holding, because they have that blood relationship with him. They feel they have the right. That's why Lucifer used them as the main target to exchange our freedom. We have to physically reject these people and chase them away. When we chase them away, we're going to regain what belongs to us. And that is when Mazin Nandekano will be released. As soon as Mazin Nandekano is released, he's going to raise our flag. Believe.
So this is it. This is part of the things they are promoting. So this is exactly what is happening in the media front, and it is already gone viral. So I want to bring on our guest here. I want to give you 1 minute. 1 minute to address this issue. Chisome Ejikeme, I want to give you 1 minute. Round up in 1 minute, please. You are muted. Your mic is muted. We cannot hear you. Okay, go ahead. I have unmuted your mic. Go ahead.
I would like to, talking about these people, to me, I don't like talking about them, because as one of our brothers said, that talking about them is giving them strength, and which I believe. It has what they call the IPOB treatment, which we normally do. We have done it in our own unit here. Nobody should follow him, unfollow him. Don't listen to him. Don't do what again. Don't comment, even to insult. Leave him to be doing his things. When he come out, he don't have any follower. I think how much they're giving him. The strength of this media, when you are doing, you will see people coming out, people commenting. That is the strength, and that is the energy. And which will we believe that somebody they paid, your strength is limit. Volunteer, when you are doing something, you are volunteer doing something, I think you have all the energy to stand up and do something the way you're supposed to do it. I will try to digress a little about what is happening in Imo State. That is what brought me here, and that what brought me here to speak about. You have shown the film, the video, what is going on in Imo State. All of us know what they are doing in our place, and all these things are adding, and they are killing the young ones. And any community or any country, they are destroying their young youth. There's no future there. And these people targeted what they are doing. And that's why they are doing what? Killing. A very good suggestion. It may not good for some people, but since blood has touched the land, I believe that nobody is happy again what is going on, because many communities have been disastered. Many people has run away in Imo State. They have run many places. The suggestion we are bringing out today, everybody has to be what? To be a fighter. All these politicians, they have businesses, they have companies, they have brothers, they have sisters in our places. They have buildings in their communities. Why are we leaving their buildings? Why are their buildings are still there? And they are the people invited. Can you imagine, since all these things are going on, none of the politicians have speak. Who are inviting them? We have the West, the Yorubas. They have their governors. Are they killing them? Even in Niger State, the Air Force base said that the weather is not outside. The airways are clear, which they can come. Even the sitting governor, the sitting rubbish man will come and say that we be warning people that he, minus the children that are here, he will bomb Mutanze, he will bomb Bakata, he will bomb here. And nobody talk. Nobody talk. And people are still following these people sheepishly. And we have priests. And every Sunday, people will wake up and go to the church. People will go wake up and go to the church. And the pastors and the reverend fathers will come out. We keep on talking about tithe and offering, where congregations are dying. If any religion or anything cannot protect his people, it's better the people forget about it. So it makes me to be annoyed. Our people should stand up. If they call me publicly, I will name most of our governors, their property and where it is. I will name their properties, where their properties is. It's time we start doing something about their property, because it's people, even though it's one bedroom, it's something. So that is what brought me here. It's very, very annoying. It's very, very
okay,
annoying.
round up. Your time is up. Your time is up. Round up, please. We have a caller on the line here.
I have heard my view, and that is what I want to say. If you people will talk about it, it's better for us to talk about it, to do something about this thing, because once they end from Imo State, they are entering another state, and this is the way they are doing it. And this thing have been the planned game. This thing have been the planned game, and these idiots are distracting people. That guy is a distraction. God bless you, people.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. I am bringing Mr. Anonymous. Please use 1 minute to give us what you think about what is also happening in Imo State and in general before we take this call. Please, Mr. Anonymous, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. It is very
Mr.
clear.
Mr. Anonymous.
Yes, I can hear you. Are you hearing me? The Lion King, are you hearing me?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, I hear you.
Yeah, what is happening in Imo State is of two phases. Number one is what the autopilot people are causing. The second one is politically undertone. 23 is coming. A lot of politicians are whining their machines to know if it is working. And they are using our gullible youths who don't know what is playing out to kill themselves. They call them Ebubagu. In the form of Ebubagu, but they are political talks. If you are Ebubagu and you are asked to come and start joining the police and army to kill your fellow Biafrans, I don't think you are protecting the land. Then another one is the criminals on the street. A lot of people are criminals.
Are you still there? I think we have lost him there. The Lion King himself, you can continue where he stopped.
Okay. You know, I didn't tell you, Judge Money.
Am I back?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You see criminals who come in the name of Eastern security, killing people here and there, snatching cars, collecting money from people. Eastern security does not snatch car, does not steal money from people. But these people, you see them coming in that form of Eastern security, but they are common criminals. They are not the type of politicians Uzodinma is using, and they are not Eastern security. They are common criminals. Once they put on black and black, put something red on their head, they will go on the street, killing people anyhow, snatching their vehicles. These people are the people that the autopilots are controlling. They are everywhere. So that's exactly what is happening in Imo State. Imo State, because the governor is fighting with Rocha Sokorocha, the heart of Imo State, who is in charge in Imo State. And you see all these things happening. I proposed to them how to make it work. Let them give us just 5 days. If Nigerian government are honest people, let them give us just 5 days to clean what is happening. And we'll come out to the street and we'll clean them. But they won't. They will be cleaning themselves and they say they are clean Eastern security. If the Eastern security are on the street, they will know that the Eastern security are on the street. That's the only thing I can say about what is happening in Imo State. Thank you very much. And Judge Money, at this point, I will plead with you to officially allow the Biafran ego to go while you continue, because we have a meeting in our platform, and that is going to commence in the next 30 minutes. Let's go and prepare. We promise to come back better and stronger. Personally, from me, from my side, I want to apologize in advance. Those who feel we didn't do it very well, those who feel we didn't say what they want us to say, I apologize to you. We are all Biafrans. We want Biafra to come. Our leaders say, do whatever you can to bring Biafra, and I'm doing my best. Can you do your best? Apologies to the host. If we as the Biafran ego did not do it very well, please pardon us, and we hope to come back again. To my leader, thank you for being there.
Okay, thank you very much there. You guys did it very well. And I am actually enjoying this program to the fullest. The most important thing here is that people are entitled to their opinion. People are entitled to their opinion based on the information they have digested. And secondly, we are in the media front, and we see it live as it is unfolding. I am going to give you 1 minute to advise Biafran, the Lion King himself, to advise Biafrans before you go. Please, they need that from you. Thank you very much. The floor is yours.
All right, Mr. Anonymous, if you can recall very well, the first time the Monday Sit at Home started, you remember I was against it 100%, but because I couldn't challenge the structure then, I didn't speak much about it. Because the only time the international world started taking South Africans seriously was when they changed their approach and applied guerrilla warfare. They took the battle to the enemy ground. If you remember clearly, Mr. Anonymous, what I told you is we are localized already. The reason why we lost the previous war was it was only fought in Biafra land. And I said clearly, if we shall ever fight again, let there be not a single shot fired in Biafra land. Let's take the battle where it belongs. And I did say, if we can plan very well, strategize very well, Biafra land shouldn't have this kind of trouble. We take the battle where it belongs. Because, first of all, what I said, I'll repeat it again. There is no head office of United Nations in Biafra land. There is no head office or even branch office of CNN in Biafra land. There is no main office of BBC in Biafra land. So when 28 people were killed at Afaroko while trying to kill Mazen Kano, it was not shown in any of the foreign media because no embassy is in Biafra land. No international, multinational organization is in Biafra land. These are the interests of mainstream and core media. If their interest is not disturbed, they don't care how many people are killed. So in as much as we continue causing our trouble, sit at home, firing ourselves, killing ourselves, they will not report it. But if you can find and strategize and do something in Abuja, I'm sorry saying this in the public, but I don't care anymore. I think it's really hurting us. You understand? The media will carry it. They will carry it because that is where their interest is based. If we burn down Biafra land today, you may not even see it in CNN. So those that supporting, should I go ahead?
Go ahead, go ahead.
So let me round up. Those that are supporting the Monday sit at home, you hear somebody will sit in his corner and say 17th, 18th, 19th, if you go outside, we'll kill you. Whose interest is that? So I am saying, and I still said it, if you claim that you are a disciple of Mazen Kano and you are against the structure he left before going, you are already against him. You are against the structure. Obey the structure already. Whenever he is out, if you know your grievances, take it to him. But I'm advising our people, the way they lay in their anger in the public and calling somebody who has done that, it is not even helping us because the enemy already is happy. If the enemy sponsored those people that we are attacking, and truly we're not attacking them, they're attacking us back, enemy is celebrating. The Satan, whosoever it is enjoying. They have succeeded. But I'm saying this is the strategy we shall apply. If we really can sit down, we shall find a way to enforce absolute peace in Biafra land. Absolute. The moment we enforce absolute peace in Biafra land, they will take their military away to the other side. This is the strategy. But the problem is that whoever is influencing these young boys, they have done us damage because the young boys are not even listening to what anybody is saying. They wake up one day and do dangerous things. So there is proliferation already. So if I have to advise our DOS, change the strategy. And that strategy is, how do we bring absolute peace? No sit at home Monday. Come rain, come sun. Announce it like every day, every day, every day, every day. Hammer it. And sit at home. And sit at home. Meet the priests. Meet the preachers. Tell them to say no sit at home. Meet the market leaders. No sit at home. Meet the church leaders, pastors. Announce it like any moment of announcement. No sit at home. Because we are hurting our economy while the other economies are powering. The North and the other economies are powering. So please, my brothers, we in Biafra Ego, we shall, if by April our leader is not released and we are not clear of what is happening, I am calling for the Eagles to gather once again. Thank you very much. God bless.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us. There is a caller on the line. I don't know if you guys are leaving already, but if you are leaving, thank you very much for joining us. You say you have a meeting soon.
Let's hear the caller.
Okay,
if he's
the
trying
caller
to
on the
address
line,
us.
your name and where you are calling from. Make it brief, please.
Hello, is it me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, my name is George.
Good evening.
I'm calling from Spain.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. I watched your interview with our lawyer. You did a great job there. And I watched shoe on your car, giving a broadcast yesterday. I love it so much. You see, this way you call here is my food, and that thing you call is my food. These people are trying to stop us in our journey. You know, I know you people are doing a great job. This is a Biafra issue. Are doing a great job. You people, group, you and this guy from South Africa. Thank you guys, because someone like will try to destroy everything we are doing. I know this. Like someone like started destroying people that didn't follow Nnamdi Kanu at the beginning. Since 2014, and know what Nnamdi Kanu is preaching. Someone like will just come next day and make everything as he's a headman. You know, thank you very much. Try to be strong. Try to let our people know that some will not distract us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that call.
Thank you very much. Yeah?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
I think we can leave now.
Yes, thank you, people. I appreciate this program. Thank you very much for joining us. I am sorry for extending this time up until now. Thank you very much. You guys can now join your meeting.
Thank you very much. Okay. So, Anonymous, please get the PR to make sure that majority of Ego members in the platforms subscribe to George Money's platform. That is, and start watching him and like his program. Okay, please let them spread it. Okay, thank you.
We did that already, and they will still come to join. Thank you.
So I thank you all the Ego members, those that have never seen me, and after how many years we're together. Sorry that I'm appearing like this and not you people. There is a reason for that. And once again, if by April we don't have a clear indication of what is happening, we don't have a clear indication of release of our leader, the Ego shall gather again. And please pass the message on. The final point I'm letting us to know like this. Those that are claiming they're following Nnamdi Kanu and challenging the structure he left in place, they are against the struggle. Simple. There is one phoenix at a time. We have him. He's the phoenix. And you can't destroy the phoenix until his job is done. So if you are thinking that they're going to hurt him so that you become the phoenix, you're wasting your time. I was in the struggle before this phoenix, but the moment we saw him, I told them that is the phoenix, that is the man. And everybody stopped everything and we followed him. So please follow him. Don't be like the Israelites who decided to leave the camp when Moses went to collect the 10 commandments. Impatience. Let us kill the impatience right now and wait. We have the phoenix. There he is. If you have a spirit of Biafra in you, you have your leader. Don't disturb him. Don't disturb his structure. And don't disturb the gentleman, the head of the OS. God bless you all and thank you.
Thank you very much. Until we meet again.
Thank you and bye.
Bye. So, great Biafrans all over the world. That is it. That is how it is happened. And we must continue this program. We must continue this program because there are things we need to, analyze to you. There are things we need to put in place. Because we know that the enemy is all over the place, picking up things. I am sending them on another assignment today. I am sending them on another assignment because they are all over the place, picking what they are going to use to brainwash their gullibles. So, but I am going to send them on another assignment, which they are going to carry out soon. Of course, you know how they play. You know how they play. And we are going to have, things put in place, to respond to their conspiracy theory whenever it comes around. Because I know that they are already cooking. They are already cooking the conspiracy theory. So we are going to bring down. There is something we were supposed to do, but I think time will no longer permit me. Time will no longer permit me. The things that we are supposed to do is doing the analysis that I told you we are supposed to do yesterday. But I am going to do it when we have a better time, which is going to be, okay, we are joining the panel tomorrow. I will be meeting the panel tomorrow. We are having a joint broadcast in a Rapture Media. In a Rapture Media, it is not going to be played on Judge Money blog live. I am going to be restream it on Judge Money blog. So join us in Rapture Media tomorrow. I think the time is 12 o'clock. The poster is already out there. Join us there. Make sure you are there while we are doing this job in order to restore Biafra and destroy every saboteurs in our midst. Because that is the quest that we have at hand. There is no way we are going to allow the moles around this struggle. There is no way we are going to allow those chickens that destroys our land whenever we bring them together. We must proceed, listen to the command of the DOS, listen to the command of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because DOS is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the DOS. So I am actually going to bring this program to an end because I have checked the time. We have overstayed, actually. We have overstayed. I did not expect the program to last to this moment. I am going to take a bow now. Great Biafrans all over the world, you should understand that we are not going to rest until our enemy bow down. We are not going to rest. We continue meeting them head on. Both the enemies in the zoo who are, bringing the Fulani army of conquest all over the place in Biafra land. Those are militaries that they are bringing in Biafra land. They are all going to die in Biafra land. They are all going to die in Biafra land because it is the same way they are coming in, the same way Chukwokika Abiyama will release his angel to come and destroy them. That is how it is. He will release his angel to come and to destroy them. In as much as they have arrived to kill our people, they are going to live in shame. Just like our leader told Abba Kyari that he is going to live in shame. Of course, those Fulani army of conquest, they are going to die in Biafra land in the hands of the angel that Chukwokika Abiyama will release upon them. So that is going to be my submission. We have come to the end of this program. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay informed. Until we meet again tomorrow, we are joining the Rapture Media. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye-bye.